And the digs are kicking here today as I am, take close to over a foot of snow right now, doing absolutely nothing. It's like hot where I am. It stinks, but we're going to do a show nonetheless. Myself and John Roca here today on the show, coming to you from my lovely wife's office. She's so kind. Not before she did an Amazon return. I didn't mean to be just a little bit on the go. So we're talking about Dune 3. Chalamet had some comments about it. Box office is pretty crazy this week considering. So let's get into that more, some other things. It's me and John Roca. Let's do it.
Did you shit in there?
Welcome back. Monday, everybody. I didn't know if we were going to be able to do the show at all today, but clearly we are doing it. Thanks to John Roca for being here. There he is.
Hello.
John Roca, what's up, man? How you doing?
What's up, man? I'm good. We're in snowless California, so my sympathies go out to you, bro. I've been on the East Coast when those things hit, so
it's horrible.
Yeah,
it's horrible.
Sucks.
Do this. I'll match you.
Here we go.
So yeah, it was pretty nuts because I didn't even know this stupid thing was coming. And
oh, really? Oh,
no,
okay.
like my wife told me like it was like 2 days. Was it 2 days ago? Yesterday? I don't remember.
Yeah.
Whenever it was, she's like, we're getting a big snowstorm. I'm like, you're kidding? Because we just had one.
Yeah, I know.
She's like, you're kidding. I'm like, you're kidding. She's like, no, seriously, we're supposed to get like over almost 2 feet of snow. I'm like, what are you talking about? And then I saw all this stuff. I'm like, this is the stupidest. I said, can we pass and said we don't want it? Because this
pass over us. Yeah.
Oh, it's atrocious. Like this morning, I woke up early to make sure because my back door, I couldn't get the door open.
Wow.
Because there was so much snow. And then I went out in the front and you could see on my Instagram, I was out there for a little bit. And then I was like, okay, great. I was so proud of myself that I could see my driveway. I'm like, it's amazing. I walked back to get a path for my dog so he can go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
I come back to the front, completely covered again.
Oh.
It's like every hour is like 2 to 4 inches. It's the stupidest thing ever.
Yikes.
Yeah.
You'll be shoveling all day.
More or less. And it's soft snow right now. So that's when I'm going to try to get to it. But that's why I was like, because I was talking to Sadie last night and she's like, maybe you'd be able to get to work. You don't know. I look like this. The roads are, you can't drive in this. And I don't even know. It's like, I guess I can say, so Matt Sarah's supposed to do Stephanie McMahon's podcast tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm supposed to go with him to Stanford. But I don't know if we're going to get on the road. I mean, I don't know.
How does that work for that show? Like, is he the main guest for the whole show?
Yeah, he's like she does different guests besides just wrestlers. So she
right. Okay.
So I think she's had Bert Kreischer on last week. So I think that I know she's been doing jiu-jitsu. So I think that Matt, I think she had reached out to Matt at one point. I don't know. I'll let them tell the story together when they're on the show. But
okay.
But anyway, so I guess they're friendly. So because he's not a wrestling guy at all. I mean, he doesn't.
Right. Does he think it's cute like Tom Brady does?
No, he doesn't look down on it. We went because Karrion Kross is a friend of his now, and Karrion got us tickets to that Madison Square Garden match between Punk and Seth Rollins. Yeah. And I was definitely way more excited. I stayed for the whole thing. Sarah and took his family, and was like it just wasn't for him. He took off pretty quick, but he never looked down on it. It's not his thing.
Right.
Yeah, and he appreciates it and he respects like the hustle and the athleticism behind it, but it's just not his thing. But he's definitely on your side of things where he thinks Rousey's going to win in that first round.
Oh yeah, come on, it's not even a question.
I don't.
Within 2 rounds.
Not going to happen. Not going to happen.
Hey, let me ask you something. Some stuff popped up over the week. I know we got stuff to talk about in entertainment, but like a lot. Some people are speculating this might not even happen. This fight. I
didn't hear that. Why?
Because they're going. Apparently, they announced over the weekend that Ronda and Gina are going to go through some of the most rigorous testing before the fight. That like all this testing to make sure them. So some people are speculating that they're going to find something that prevents the fight from happening, or one of them could get injured in training. So there's all kinds of stuff they're banking on for this fight. So I wonder if they're going to get like a second main event, a co-main event that could slide into the main event in case something happens to either one of them.
That's always a possibility, though. No,
yeah. Sure, totally. But there's a lot riding on this one versus 253 or something like that.
Well, don't forget that Tyson Paul fight was supposed to happen way before it did.
That's right, and it got delayed. That's right. Yeah.
It's possible, especially when you're dealing with people. Doesn't matter who you are, what kind of shape you are. You're dealing with a 42-year-old and a 39-year-old. I mean,
yeah,
I'm not going to blow my back out shoveling snow. So it's just I don't care what kind of shape you're in. It's just that's how it goes.
You need to send the girls out there to start shoveling some stuff. They got to earn their keep.
I'll get Vivian. Maisie was running around in the snow beforehand. She was jumping around in there. She had she was having fun. But they don't listen. These kids. I was outside. I'm like, I got to do a show. She's like, let me just jump into the snow 8 more times. I was like, you could have done that before you were watching Mark Rober for the 87th time. What was that Mark Rober?
All right. Anyway, just wanted to ask your thoughts on
that. Yeah, no, totally. All right, we're at 11 questions today.
Well, let's go. Come on, people.
I might get because you always deliver. You always deliver, and I might get you a little secret weapon. I might bring in Maisie later on at the end of it to questions for you. That way,
I love it.
People will ask Maisie questions, and then you'll wind up getting a little extra that Roxy used against you last week to get the win.
Hey, that's right.
They might have to do the show together. I don't even know. Maybe they will. Maybe they won't tomorrow. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to get to Connecticut. I'm not sure.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Because I have a phone call. I can't do the show tomorrow in general because I have the phone call for the show tomorrow. Right. Which is what I'm supposed to, for getting with for the campaigns, for the fundraising and everything. We should hopefully be progressing to that. And I had to take the show off anyway. Now I'm in my office. And I had a screening of Hoppers last night that I was supposed to see. Today. It was canceled.
Today. Oh wow. Because of the snow.
Because of the snow. So people were I was supposed to meet a friend in the city, and it's like he was like, it doesn't really get it bad in Manhattan. I go, it's a blizzard, homie. It's like, Long Island's gonna get hit more, but everybody's getting hit. It's like it's not like a magical place where the snow doesn't go. So he's like, I got canceled. I'm like, yeah, I know. It's a blizzard.
It doesn't snow in Manhattan.
Young kid.
Yeah.
Anyway, I have a note for you. My daughter passed me a note to which she said, "I want to see Hoppers." I know you do. I know you do.
Yeah, of course.
But you can't go to that screening. But I'll take you when it comes out. She still wants to see. I don't know. Do you want to see Goat? She wants to see Goat too. So
yeah.
Anyway, all right. Let's get into. You want to start with the box office?
Let's do it, man. Wherever you want to go, I'm in your hands, bro.
Let's do it. I did a poll. Did you see the poll that I posted?
No. Which one?
Well, because I'm always curious. It's like it's not for anything except because it's like I want to do things where it's I need to know what the audience. I always did this for when it came to the Schmodown or anything. So I want to know what the audience is watching, what they're not watching. It has nothing to do with anything. So I said to people, if you're not watching all of the live shows, which live show do you tune into the most?
Right.
Is it the Monday with me and Rocha? Is it the me and the Roxy Kalinowski show? Is it the Steph and me? Is there Capes? Over almost 2,000 votes.
Okay.
You came in at, actually, we'll say Steph and me actually came in last at 17%.
Oh, that's
Capes followed up at 18%.
Okay.
This is where it gets close. It could change at any second. The Roxy Kalinowski currently stands at 34%, to which you are at 31%. It's pretty good.
Oh, just behind. Gotcha.
But at 1.8K, that's pretty damn good.
It's not too bad. It's not too shabby.
Yeah,
I appreciate it.
Almost 2,000 votes, and at 31, that could shift real quick.
Yeah, well, the problem is that you didn't put a parameter that a person couldn't vote more than once, and PLD clearly voted 500 fucking times.
Actually, it was. I looked at you. It was 1.2 thousand times that he voted.
PLD was just like
him and Fanimator just broke the record for most accounts on YouTube. So right now we're at that's what we have. So
does he have a job? I don't even know if PLD has a job. Does he have a job? I don't even know if he has.
I mean, I'm paying him, so he's got something.
That's true. Fair point.
Yeah. He does have a job. So all right, we got right now. Yeah. This is let's get into this box office stuff.
Let's do it.
Because this is interesting. Okay. Let's get to the numbers, and then we'll actually get to the article itself too. But GOAT came in at number 1.
Yeah.
Like I said, man, you get there's nothing for children to see right now in the theater. Right. GOAT, one of those things to see. A total of 58 million. Was it 58 million worldwide? Is that right? Yeah. No. It's made 102 worldwide. Did 58 million? Did 58 million over the weekend? Right?
Yeah, domestically.
Oh,
it's been 2 weeks. It's been out for 2 weeks.
Now 2 weeks. So it did another 17 million this week. Okay, I see.
Yeah.
Let's go back. We'll look at it this way. Okay, so it's 17 million. Wuthering Heights came in second. There were no movies this week that came out, right? Except
there was Psycho Killer and then some other one.
Too. The Glenn Powell one too, right?
Yes, the Glenn Powell one, which nobody went to see. How to Make It Kill.
Did you see it?
No, I've heard terrible things about that.
I liked it.
Did you really? Okay.
Yeah, it was. Look, it had a lot of like, wait a minute, like logic problems.
Yeah.
But I think it was the best. You know how I feel about him. I think he's fine.
He's got to pick better projects, man. We're in dangerous territory right now.
I agree with you, which I'm bummed because I would like to see him do more stuff like this. I thought he was really good in it. I did, and
but you can do stuff like this if you go and do bigger things. And I think I don't know if he has an aversion to being in Marvel or DC or Star Wars, and you've got to make your money. So make your money here, and then swing back and do A24 stuff and stretch yourself.
Right. You just got to make sure that the big ones you're doing aren't Running Man.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Right. Yeah.
Exactly. No, I get it. And because I was like, it was the first time that I watched him, and I said, okay, I see why people are pushing him to do because he was engaging in the film. I thought, well, I don't know how much you're gonna like it because I know you're not a major fan of him, and I know you don't like Margaret Qualley. So, or not that you don't like her, you just don't think she's.
I don't get all the hype about Margaret Qualley. Right. Yeah, that's
I think she's pretty good in this too. But I actually think that Jessica Henwick. Is that her name? Henwick?
Yeah, I'll look it up.
I think so. The one who's she's from Game of Thrones and a few other things too. She to me was the standout in it, and she had, how we both talked about in Running Man where he had absolutely no chemistry with his. He has so much chemistry with her, and she's really really good.
Yeah, Jessica Henwick.
Jessica Henwick is awesome in the film. Okay, she's really good. I liked the movie. I thought it was. It's one of those ones that I wouldn't argue with anybody if they were like, well, wait a minute. A lot of this didn't make sense. I'm like, that's true. Yeah. But I don't.
She was in Iron Fist. Colleen, she played Colleen Wing. A lot of people want her to take over as Iron Fist.
Oh, okay. Never saw it. But I think it's tailor-made for you to not like it.
Okay. Yeah. Also, Ed Harris is in it, which is PLD's guy. So
you have to dislike it. Yeah. Right.
Yeah, I have to dislike it.
But I actually really liked it though. I thought it was I thought it was enjoyable.
Okay.
And but I also know why it didn't do well because nobody knows that it's even out.
Yeah.
So
surprising.
Anyway. Did you watch Night of the Seven Kingdoms last night?
I did. I watched it this morning twice. Really loved it. Beautiful ending to the season. Sometimes the finale after a big penultimate episode in Game of Thrones doesn't quite hit you. This one did. Absolutely. That was a great way.
Don't you think though it should have been combined with number 5?
Oh, I see your point. Sure. That's absolutely an hour of television. You're not wrong on that end. 100% agree with you.
It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad.
And it's the shortest episode of the series. So you could argue they could have just made it all one episode.
It was a great, Lord of the Rings ending. It was just here's the end. We'll pack it onto the last number 5. Just make it 5 episodes. But I see why they did it because it turned out to be very smart because it's they knew what they had in the show.
Yeah.
And when I was watching and I said the show gets better and better after every episode. And clearly they knew that. Yeah. And the rating showed. So it makes more sense for them to say, okay, look, maybe it is a tail end to a 5, but we're going to split it into 2 because we want to get the ratings for it. And they did.
Yeah, like a 13 million, I think, was the view count of the last episode. So it's been building, as you said, episode per episode as consistently good, and people are talking about it. So people are giving it a chance and loving it. So yeah, in the end, it's smart. It was smart the way they went about doing
smart.
it.
Definitely,
It was
smart.
a good finale. If it was a shitty finale, I think you could say they made a mistake.
Oh,
It was
I
a
agree.
good finale.
I agree. It was a very good finale. It's just when you have those two huge moment episodes the way that they did with 4 and 5, and
Yeah.
I don't think anyone would complain if it was the tail end, but it clearly made sense to make it a 6th episode because they're doing very well in the ratings, and that they found somebody really special in both the lead
Both
and
those guys.
and the kid. The whole cast is done very well.
Yeah, that's why season 2 is going to be interesting because if they're basing it on, I was reading this morning, one of the guys who like knows all this kind of stuff and said that if they go with the next novel for the season 2, everybody we met except for Dunk and Egg are not in that novel. So they're going to have to.
It's not a novel though, right? It's like
sorry, novella, whatever it is.
Right.
They're going to have to create. They have to bring in other actors other new characters, other actors, all those kinds of things. So there might be flashbacks. Maybe the Blackfire Rebellion stuff will be seen, but like for the most part, all the actors and characters we just met
I think what they've done,
coming back.
Yeah, but I think that what they've done well is really tell you so far that this is about Dunk and Egg, and as long as you have them, I think people will be okay. Because
I don't disagree with you.
Yes, I got attached to some of these other people that they met, and I loved what they did with the Baratheon. It was great.
He was
great. But as long as the story is really about Dunk and the Egg, and I've done enough looking into and reading about like where that character goes. And freaking Joffrey twice Joffrey has spoiled stuff. Be careful when you're rewatching season 3 for people, because I'm doing that with Sam. Joffrey spoils a major moment in the House of the Dragon series, and he also talks about Sir Duncan for a bit, and talks about like he's got like 4. That one's less of a spoiler than the House of the Dragon one, but but clearly the guy has a pretty astounding career, Sir Duncan, from what you hear from Joffrey.
100%. And doing that research as well on my own, seeing what happens to him. It's like you're watching. If you have that knowledge, you're watching the show with a different kind of point of view. Which I think helps.
It totally helps. So we kind of went on a side road there, but when it comes to the box office itself this weekend, Wuthering Heights, I know, didn't do great as far as critically, but it seems like it's done. I mean, 151 for that movie. How much did it cost to make?
I think it cost like 70 million to make, or 80 million. I think 80 million is what it cost. We talked about that last week.
We did. Okay.
So,
I mean, it's
not bad for right now. I mean, considering, the kind of film it is.
I'm surprised and not surprised at the same time that it didn't have much of a drop off, right? Second week. Did 14, what did it do opening weekend? Do you remember?
No, I don't offhand remember.
It's fine, whatever it was. It had a 56% drop. So it was like, it made 14 million this weekend, which is, again, pretty good for that movie considering Valentine's Day gone, not a lot of competition, and Goat, I'm not surprised at because especially for East Coast anyway, it was a winter break. And I know that my wife had gotten sick. Had she not gotten sick, she was going to take them to go see Goat. So I'm sure a lot of other people were doing that. So I'm not surprised that both of those movies are doing well. And then it doesn't really, Goat doesn't have any competition anytime soon until I don't know when even Hopper comes out. But that's going to probably be its only competition. And then
Hopper's,
and Scream will probably knock Wuthering Heights away because that comes out pretty soon. I mean, I know it's different genre, but if people are going to be choosing to go to the theater, they're going to be choosing Scream.
Yeah, and I wonder how The Bride's going to do because that's coming. I just got the invite for that one.
Oh, I got to check back into that. When is that?
That one is coming out March 13th, I think. Right around the same time as Hopper. Yeah, same weekend as Hopper's, March 6th. So I got my invite for March 3rd to go see that thing. So,
all right, I'm gonna check in. Oh, great, amazing! I just found out that I got the One Piece season 2 screeners.
There you go.
Very happy about that. You know how much I love that. Okay, good. That's great. Okay, look, got some good news here. And then I'll do and what's the other one that I'll do? And then I'll do I'll reach out to what did you say? What's the screening? Oh, The Bride.
The Bride. Yeah. Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I'll check into it because I'm really looking forward to that.
Yeah.
So, all right. Let's see. So, anything else that stands out there? How do you think Scream's going to do? Did we talk about this?
I think Scream 7 is going to do well. I think having Nev come back, and yeah, there's a portion that are mad about the Barbaro stuff, but I don't think it's enough to affect the box office. I really don't.
100%.
I think it's having Nev, having Courtney Cox come back. Possibly the rumors are, well, I guess they said that what's his face is coming back. I don't know how that, maybe flashback or something, but like I like that idea. And I tell you, the trailers I've seen, I like it. I know Jeff's a little lukewarm about it, but I personally, it looks great. Yeah.
This is what, so Roxy asked me, don't you think that it's going to have some effect, the pushback? And I go, no. And I'll tell you again, a lot of reasons why, because there's like maybe a portion of people that were really paying attention as far as the overall mainstream audience that needs to see this movie. Right. And then B, they didn't just replace the cast, because Roxy made a good point. She's like, because you were telling this story from this narrative of these characters, and now that narrative is gone. And I said, yes, if they were replacing them with brand new characters that nobody knew, I'd say that they'd be in a risk. But because they're bringing back Nev Campbell, Matthew Lillard, Courtney Cox, nobody's going to care. And that's the third part of it is, how this works. Everybody cares when it's in the cycle. And then it's a year, nobody cares anymore. Yeah.
It's a week. It's a 4 days. Nobody cares anymore. That's the way it is. Our cycle nowadays. Yeah, for sure.
It's true. So Scream will do very well. Especially that it's got absolutely no competition whatsoever.
Yeah.
You
you don't go to watch Scream and be aware of the political opinions of the actors. That's not what you do for Scream. So I think it's not going to affect it at all. And just thanks for somebody correcting me there. I said Melissa Barbara. It's Melissa Barrera. My apologies.
Yeah. Crime 101, Send Help. Does Send Help still doing well.
101 sadly just tanking like crazy, man.
I heard it was good. Well. Did you see it?
Yeah. No, I haven't seen it yet. I was going to go see it this afternoon. So I hope I like it. I like it.
Good. Did you wind up going to the Elvis concert thing?
I did not. I was not in the best place this weekend. So I just didn't have that energy to go. Just didn't have just a lot of stuff physically going on with me recently. And so I just wasn't in the place to go. Today I woke up feeling a lot better. So
that's good.
I don't like to go see a movie when I'm not like I don't watch movies when I'm sick. I have to be like really like 100% aware of things. Yeah.
It's funny. My wife and I the other night we got another note here, guys. Is this a picture? Oh, the other side? Oh, it's you playing. It's her playing in the snow, guys.
Oh, that's cute. Right on top.
She was climbing up on the mountain, and she didn't.
Look at that.
Great. It's really good. Good job.
That's good.
Okay. So they but we were talking about. We're talking about last movie. No, not 101. There was something else right before that.
Oh.
Shoot, what was it? How to Make a Killing, Elvis Presley. Oh no. I was watching with my wife. We were sitting on the couch the other night. We're like, okay, let's watch. She's like, I want to watch an old 90s movie. I was like, great. So Days of Thunder. I was like, how about Days of Thunder?
Yeah.
She goes, I never saw it. She never saw Days of Thunder. So it was so funny. And like, I don't know if it was a sign or whatever, but like Robert Duvall's name, I paused it. And we said, oh, great Robert Duvall. And then we just started talking, my wife and I, which is, it was nice. We just, the kids were sleeping. We were just talking for a bit. And then I don't even think we watched more than 35 seconds of the movie. So whether or not we're going to watch it again, we'll see. But she said it to me last night. She said, want to watch Days of Thunder? I was like, sure. We didn't watch it. I don't even know what we did. What did we wind up watching last time? What we've been watching a lot of? Like the shows you. I'm going to age myself really fast. I've been the HGTV stuff.
Oh wow,
man! Watching some of the Love It or List It.
Yeah, those two. Oh yeah.
Been watching that show, and I was like, and my wife the other way, I had the screeners, that Steve Carell thing, and she goes, "Let's watch episode 2." I go, "No, let's watch Love It or List It." Shows you where I am. Anyway,
a rooster. Yeah.
100%. All right, listen.
Yeah.
So, guys, what do you think about the box office? Did you think it was good? Do you think that that's pretty much what you thought it was going to be? Who's going to take over upcoming soon? I'll tell you the other thing my wife and I have been talking about a lot. Butcher Box. She made a pot roast last night, and it was really, really good. It was from Butcher Box. We were sitting around at dinner time, and we both said how much we just love the Butcher Box meat. It's so good, especially for like meatballs. We're doing tacos tonight with some of this stuff too. So I'm going to tell you about Butcher Box, and then we will be right back.
You know, I'm excited because I'm talking about Butcher Box. So if 2026 is your year that feels stronger, eat smarter, or simply just simplify the dinner routine, Butcher Box delivers the good stuff, high-quality proteins, no antibiotics, no added hormones, no mystery labels, just the kind of clean fuel that supports actual results. I don't know who gets more excited when Butcher Box shows up to my house, myself or my wife. We love it. It's the absolute best. For over a decade, Butcher Box has led the industry with meat and seafood that's antibiotic-free, hormone-free, independently verified. It's the clean, trustworthy protein you want to be eating, especially at the start of a new year. I'm always choosing the chicken and the beef, and man, their steaks are phenomenal when it is not as cold as it is right now. I'm throwing it out on the grill outside, and that's coming up real soon. But even to just cook some of these steaks inside, they're so tender. I love it. I've been making some beef bowls. I've been making a lot of chicken dishes, and as I said, I just get excited every time I see a box. It's like Christmas. So an exclusive offer for you guys. New listeners can get their choice between organic ground beef, chicken breast, or ground turkey in every box for a year. Plus $20 off when you go to butcherbox.com/Christian. That's right. That's your choice of organic ground beef, chicken breast, or ground turkey in every box for an entire year, plus $20 off your first box and free shipping always. That is butcherbox.com/Christian. Don't forget to use our link so they know that we sent you. You will thank me. I'm telling you, ButcherBox, it's the best.
I do love Butcher Box. Really big fan. Have you tried Butcher Box before, John?
I got to try this.
You really should. Because you cook a lot, don't you?
Yeah, I cook all my. I rarely go out now. For a year now,
yeah,
I make my own food. So yeah, I'm trying it out.
And it's really good quality stuff too. So I'm not even kidding. You should get it, because I think it's so much better than going out to like the Ralph or the supermarkets or whatever. Their quality stuff. So go check it out, guys. Let us know. Let them know that we sent you. You're a Dune guy, right?
Huh? What's that?
Dune.
Yeah. Hell yeah. I love Dune.
Right. Kalinowski's the idiot when it comes to Dune. He's
too much sand.
Well, he's like he's one of the simpletons with the boring stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, and so he's this is when I like to be on the high horse too, because people are like, because I do very much advocate for your opinion's your opinion. You're allowed to say what you say. However,
yeah, of course,
it's against Dune. You're an imbecile. That's the way I look at it. And so anyway, so Dune 3, I have no idea. All I hear about Dune, because you can look at it, Dune 1, Dune 2, two epic movies, but essentially one epic story. It's really one movie, just kind of cut it into, because you can't make a 6-hour movie and release it in theaters, so they made it into 2, rightfully so.
Right.
But it's one big story. It's the first half and then the second half. Dune 3 is a separate story altogether. And from what they say about this book, it's like weird. And I don't know anything about the book. I don't know anything about the story, but Chalamet was talking about it. Did you read the comments?
I read the headline. I hadn't read the comments, but what does he say?
All right, let's check it out. So he did finally talk about it. He says that Dune is the eeriest. Over a decade ago, an upcoming 19-year-old actor named Timothée Chalamet jumped from a brief stint on Showtime's Homeland, I didn't even know he was on Homeland, to cinema with a role as the son of Matthew McConaughey's character in Interstellar. Today, Chalamet is now one of the most in-demand actors in the world, someone who can open a film these days and has numerous amounts of studios and art house hits under his belt, from Dune to Wonka to Marty Supreme. Chalamet and McConaughey reunited recently at Variety and CNN's Town Hall event at the University of Texas in Austin, with the pair talking about their work. The discussion at one point turned towards Denis Villeneuve's Dune Part 3. Chalamet says this, being the final entry for Villeneuve and himself in the franchise, it allowed them to sneak in a curveball with what's coming. Especially on this one, all the great stuff you see on screen is from freedom of movement and freedom of choice. And with Denis, we had a really good rhythm. It's the eeriest one. It's a big swing. He also confirmed the new film will feature an ornithopter sequence like the first film, but this time I was more geared up. He said his approach this time going in, knowing it was his last one, made him focus hard. I didn't want to be complacent about a single moment. Everything was sacred, and it was my last time doing a Dune film, so I really wanted to treat it as sacred because people can get complacent. But I was more intense in the third one. It felt like that was the national momentum, so I wanted to push against that as hard as I could. The discussion covered a number of topics, most notably AI, with McConaughey recently protecting his voice and likeliness legally in regards to it. He suggests that in 5 years there could be best. There could well be best AI film or best. There very well could be a best AI film or best AI actor out of category at some awards shows. I see.
Yeah.
The interview has been cut together as a special, which aired on CNN and is available on the app. Okay. So the first thing is like I don't know. I think we both stand together when it comes to Chalamet. Like I think it's just cool. It's cool for people to hate on him now because he's like the guy. I think he's a tremendous.
I think there's a lot of jealousy, but yes, he's tremendous.
100%. I think he's to me he's got that thing that again Leonardo DiCaprio had, and for me it wasn't until and we've also discussed this until Departed when I really started to like DiCaprio. I was he just kind of whined and screamed a lot, and then he turned and I was like, oh, that guy. Now I get it. Also, he's a good actor, but there was something about him that he just turned like next level with the part. Chalamet to me got that pretty early. And there's something about him. I just think he's that kind of next level talent. And the one guy I think we can agree on also, like a Tom Cruise, right? Tom Cruise, regardless of what you think about him. I don't know if there's ever been a movie I've seen in Tom Cruise where I felt like he was phoning it in.
Yeah, no such thing. No such thing from Tom Cruise.
And so when Chalamet says comments like this, with giving it all and, I don't want to get complacent, it's reminiscent to that, right? And it's like, you want to see the I don't think you could get complacent with working with Denis, could you?
No, and I think this, and I think this is what's great about him. And this is why, as you said, why a lot of us like him. Because the guy appeals to a lot of people. He's successful when he opens these movies. And he's committed, and you can sense the commitment when you're watching him on screen. And he's so committed that sometimes it feels effortless. And the great ones will tell you that. If you work hard enough at your craft, it looks easy to the people outside of it. Right. And Chalamet has that kind of energy, and he's got that kind of success. And he's got a boatload of haters, which is what you need to signify that you're a success. And so I love that. And this is the third installment is super, super weird.
Do you know the story fairly well?
Yeah. So it's going to be fascinating how they make that work. I wonder how the audience, because he becomes a much less likable character if they adhere to what's
in the book. Anakin, doesn't it? Isn't that the whole point?
It's kind of,
He's like the Anakin of it. I mean,
it takes the power too far. But there's also like, if they go this far, I wonder if they'll go this far, but there is inbreeding that goes on between him and between some of the characters and some of the creatures. So if they explore that, that's going to be where we're going way out into the fucking universe.
I wonder though, because like, this is the thing that what they don't want to do is they don't want to dive into David Lynch territory.
Right. Well, that's what,
Yeah, because David Lynch, I know there's a lot of people who like the David Lynch, but for most part, it didn't do well and it was too weird. It was too weird. Now, there's a difference between taking that story and making it weird because it's David Lynch, and there's another thing which is, well, this is what the source material is. It's weird. I just feel, and I could be wrong, I don't think there's going to be a lot of people that are upset if Denis Villeneuve just starts to change things up a bit. And maybe there's some people who read the book and go, that's not accurate to the book. I don't think a lot of people are going to care if it's not super book accurate.
Right.
I just don't. I think that for 1 and 2, they would have been a little bit more. Like, wait a minute, Paul Atreides didn't do that. He did that instead. I think people will be less protective if they change things, and they might want it for commercial value. But it's the last one, so like, hey, we did what we're going to do. It's also another reason why I think that there's no chance that it has it's. I don't think there was anyway, but that it is able to compete with Doomsday that weekend.
Yeah, I mean. I'm very curious that it's still, I mean, we're only in February, but they're still clearly claiming that both of these things are going to come out on the same day. I don't know that makes sense. I don't know why you would do this, but I didn't.
I was with you that I said, there's no, Dune would be stupid to stay there. There's nowhere for it to go now unless they move into 2027.
There really isn't. There really isn't.
Where to go? I say the only thing that they really have is IMAX screening.
Yeah, yeah.
I almost say, do what you did, because at one didn't Dune 2 come out in March?
Yes. Yeah, yeah. It
Don't you-
came out in the middle of the or the spring of the year. Yeah.
I mean, look,
Exactly.
I want to see it this year, but if it
Right.
was a matter of like, hey, but you could probably make some extra cash if you got away, then move to March. It sucks.
almost-
we're
Yeah, it's almost like Dune is Salazzo, Christian, right? Remember Salazzo says, could I have gotten to The Godfather 10 years ago,
Yeah,
Tom?
yeah.
It's the same thing. Dune thinks Marvel's on the ropes. Warner Brothers thinks Marvel's on the ropes a little bit. And maybe they think they can make a splash here, but
right.
I think it's a mistake. I really do.
I'm maybe so, especially after you and I are the only two people who think that Doomsday is going to get close to $3 billion. If it's good, if it's good. We'll see overall what happens, but I think that's it. That conversation really went all viral between him and McConaughey. I saw it quite often.
I mean, I think McConaughey is wrong that in 5 years we'll have AI films be up for
maybe not
nominations.
5. Maybe not 5.
Maybe not 5, but I think there will be AI elements in film that are nominated for Best Picture. Yes, but I don't think a full AI film will be nominated in 5 years. That would shock the shit out of me. Unless you're talking animation, I think that's where it's possible more so than live action. Yeah.
Someone brought up a great point over the weekend, surprisingly on Twitter, which I don't see a lot of great points. But it was how every single time you see these AI videos of Tom Cruise or Brad Pitt fighting, whoever it might be, and they go, "Oh, Hollywood's cooked. It's over for Hollywood. It's over Hollywood." And the response was, "You think that they're not going to use it to their advantage at the point if they know that these tools are coming out there? It's just going to improve what they're doing, or they're going to be using it. Like it's not going to just replace it. So like if Warner Bros. Like, you know what, they just made this. Like, no, you know what we'll do? We had this movie we're going to do, and but I don't know. Margot Robbie physically can't do this particular scene. All right, we'll throw in that thing to the program, and we'll do that. And we'll add it in there, and that's it. And they'll elevate their movies that way instead of getting just replaced. They're going to use the studio is going to start using the tool. But Disney has already shown you that they're going to do that. Yeah, they've already shown you that they're going to do that with doing the fan generated things. Are doing that. They're already embracing it. These things aren't just going to replace Hollywood movies. Plus the fact that in the same way that in politics, if a studio is paying for certain things and doing things and has relationships with other things, they're like, okay, we'll use this tool. People who are making movies aren't just going to replace, big studio films. The studio films are just going to start using AI.
Right. Exactly. 100%. I mean, I think where AI may have how can I say this, a little bit more of a foothold would be on YouTube, as you're seeing people reacting to these movies. But the studios are coming in saying, with lawsuits and cease and desists and trying to stop likenesses being used. So eventually, once this becomes a predominant thing, then the studios are going to come in and start bullying these AI creators out of using their likenesses, the characters that they own, all those kinds of things. And you're right about Disney. I mean, Disney invested what, 1.4 billion recently in an AI.
What's Kathleen Kennedy doing next?
Exactly. She's moving on to AI. Yes, 100%. Yeah.
So they're all going to figure. I mean,
it's all happening. So it's just going to flood the market, Christian. It's not going to be unique. It's going to be a flooding of the market.
Right. And they're going to just like look. And someone just brought it up in the comments, and I think that it's true. Imagine they had a program like this. That's, let's say, in 2 years from now, what the program will be. And Martin Scorsese could have added that to De Niro and Irishman doing that stomp.
I was just going to bring that up. Wow.
Right?
Yeah.
You would have seen an actual young De Niro doing. You still have his entire performance throughout the entire thing. Actual De Niro doing the thing, but for that particular scene, if perfecting it to where you didn't test your eyes and go, wait a minute, this AI, you just couldn't tell on it. I'll be honest with you, I would have much rather seen that than the 60-year-old or 70-year-old trying to be 20 and barely getting his foot up to do it. It was so I like that. I can't remember. Do you like Irishman?
I love The Irishman.
You did. Okay.
I've seen it like 10 times now. Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't seen that many times. I don't know if I've seen it more than once, but I liked it. I actually went to the premiere. That was awesome.
Yeah, I was there too. That was a lot of fun to get invited for that.
So I was there with Dagnino, which was amazing. And he actually we talked to Scorsese and we talked to
wow,
because Sebastian was in it too, so I got a chance to catch up with Sebastian.
Right.
At the thing, but that movie was that movie I liked, but I think that it was just so they were trying at that time, with deepfake, and the way deepfake was, like, nobody really got as upset with people using deepfakes as much as they do with like AI because of what it does. And I also think there's a misinformation out there too, even when because someone sent me in over the weekend, like, yes, it takes a significant amount of power what AI does, but Steph had thought there was something to do with the water, or they're using water, how it was using water, but then I got a conflicting report of what it really does, and I don't think anybody really knows yet what it does.
And I think, look, the way you look at it is, look at him. The way you look at it is that this whole thing, yes, it affects the water, the environmental, all that stuff. Of course, you can explore it and all of that, and certainly be upset about it.
Right.
But technology doesn't wait for your feelings, and it just goes forward, and it's the truth. So I think if you're upset about it, I applaud your stance. Definitely speak out on it. It's your right to do so. Yeah. But if you think that's in any way stopping the studios from doing what they want to do to make money off this stuff, or the creators, or anything like that, you're Don Quixote tilting at windmills. It's not going to stop it. Sadly, that's just the truth. Unfortunately.
Yeah.
Imagine if you could fix Rogue One. Forget Irishman. Imagine you could fix Leia and fix Moff Tarkin to make it much more believable.
Right. And that's just those particular things. And again, if you look at what the programs are doing now as opposed to what they're going to be doing in a year, 2 years, these studios are all going to be using it. They're all going to be using it. So they're already using the tools. They're already using tools and stuff too, where they're using it for certain touch-ups, and they're using it for screenwriting. They're using it for other things. They're using it. And I think that's another thing that people don't realize, too, is that we're like, I can tell, I'd be able to tell if a full script was written in AI. It's like, who's to say they're writing the whole script in AI? Maybe they're doing the script and they have this whole entire thing, and they're I don't know, Jason Statham movie. And the writer says to ChatGPT, I have this scene where I want Jason, what's his name in the, I don't know, whatever his name is. Let's say his name is Cole Rock.
Okay.
And so Cole Rock I need him in this scene. He's a bricklayer, and he's going to be doing this. And so he's got to fight 6 guys, but he's got to walk into the thing, and he gives the whole thing. And then the ChatGPT throws out whatever it is, the script. Yeah. And then the guy goes in and goes, I'm not going to use that, but I'm actually going to fix that up. And now he's a blueprint writer. You don't think that people that the screenwriters in Hollywood are doing that? I think that they are. I do.
Well, yeah, and I think it's I kind of laugh when people because I think people look at it like, well, you're not going to make Oscar-winning films. Okay, fine, but that's not the bar. The people try to act like that's the bar. You know how many terribly written films there are that make money or that get made and get greenlit in Hollywood? Terribly directed, terribly acted films, for God's sake. So this idea that it's not going to feel like a human, it's not going to feel real. Get out of here. There's a lot. Look at that ending of Black Panther. That is some horrible CGI in their rubbery bodies as they're fighting. Yet you liked it because the movie overall held itself well. If you watch Dress, there's some bad writing that goes on in these films. And so to act like AI couldn't possibly mirror human writing, I think is ridiculous.
No, and I think that's what people don't understand is that they think that most people in the studios will be using it as a tool more so than just like, let's say you brought up animated, right? Yeah. And so they wanted to do, again, donkeys in space. And so they were going to say, we want to do they're not just, let's say Pixar want to do donkeys in space. And Pixar goes, Pixar's not going to say to the AI tool, make donkeys in space. What'd you get? Great. That's what they gave us. Here's the movie.
Right.
They're going to do that. They're going to say, here's the screenwriter. What'd you do? Okay, throw that in there. Great. That's the scene. What can that look like? They're going to use it as a tool. That's what a lot of people are doing and other people will be doing. And I think a lot of people don't get it yet, but we'll see.
Yeah.
Anyway,
it's got farther to go for sure.
Way farther to go, but studios will be using it as a tool. What do you guys make overall of this? Please let us know. You got another note? Yeah, not time for you yet. We're gonna wait for the questions. You want me to read your notes? Okay. Why would you ever talk without me? Is what she wrote.
Good point.
Yeah, and then she
Fantastic
wrote,
point.
She P.S. Vivi would want to watch Scream. Yes, I know she does, but she's got to watch the other ones first. So these are the notes that I'm getting. The good notes. When did you want to say hi real quick? All right, come say hi real quick. And then I got to do this. You gotta put your face in it.
There she is.
Yeah, say hi. She knows your name. You know,
hi, Maisie.
Last night she said, we mentioned one of my friends, and she said, "Who'd you?" I got her. She's right here. And she said, what? What did you say? You got to say it, otherwise you can't. Don't blow it on the air. That's right.
Hey, thank you.
Okay, perfect. All right, so let's get to this was cool news, and I don't know if my oldest knows this yet. Hey, Vivi, Vivi, just ask her. I want to ask her a question real quick because I want to show people who her, and I love who her favorite actress is. And I'll bring that up there, and let's see. People said if they're child friendly, if you guys want to throw in, so Maisie will join a little later for the questions. If you want to throw some questions in for Maisie, go ahead and do it. John's currently at 36. Is Vivi there?
Come on.
Hey, Viv.
Let's get to 100.
So, come down here for a second. You don't have to stick your face in, but just tell me what I want you to, so much so that the audience can hear you, because it's going to transition. Hey, come here. Come downstairs for a second, but you don't have to come in front of the camera. Just come here. I want you to answer real quick. Who's your favorite actress?
Winona Ryder.
So Winona Ryder has joined the cast of Wednesday season 3.
Yes.
Did you know that, Viv?
Yeah, I did. I saw it.
You love it?
Yes.
She loves Winona Ryder. So Winona Ryder has joined season 3.
Wow.
Wednesday. Hot off the news that the filming has begun on Wednesday. The streamer has unveiled a full minute-long promo revealing the cast for the new season. The biggest reveal that Stranger Things and Beetlejuice star Winona Ryder is joining the series in the role of Tabitha, seemingly a new character for the franchise. The clip also confirms that Eva Green's casting as Morticia's troubled sister Anne Ophelia. I like that. 4 more additions to the series were revealed, including actor and veterans Chris Sarandon.
Wow.
That's great. Chris Sarandon's coming back.
Yeah.
Amazing. Balthazar. Noah Taylor is Cyrus, and pointedly Sarandon's name appears on one of the 2 champagne bottles. Okay. Returnees. Okay, finally. Yeah. This is the announcement itself. Great. Finally, returning adults include Billy Piper. Shooting is expected to continue for 4 months in Ireland, heading streamer sometime in 2027. Ooh. So this doesn't surprise me that they're doing season 3. Obviously, it's a hit. Did you see season 2?
Not yet. No, I haven't seen that one. People like it though.
I didn't love it.
You didn't love it. Okay.
I loved season 1.
Yeah.
Really loved season 1.
Yeah, I thought season 1 was good. Yeah.
Season 2 was okay. It was okay. So I hope that they get it back on track. But what a way to get back on track with Eva Green and Winona Ryder.
Yeah. The 2 really powerful actresses and like actresses who've made their bones in kind of unusual stuff, you know, and so I think that makes so much sense. Of course, Winona Ryder with the Tim Burton connection, that makes all the sense in the world.
Well, also because and Jenna Ortega was in Beetlejuice too.
Right, exactly.
And they had a very good relationship.
Yeah. I think, and Eva Green, I think, was in, what's the one about the woman who runs the orphanage for weird kids or something like that? I forget what the name was, but she was in that one. Yeah,
I'm not sure, but they did a lot of press together, Jenna Ortega and Winona Ryder, and it looked like they had. I mean, I don't know, but it looked like they had a pretty good relationship. And I remember there was one interview or somewhere too, and they were standing next to each other, and Winona had her sunglasses on, and someone screams at Winona, "Take your sunglasses off!" She starts taking them off, and Jenna like comfortably holds her hand. And she goes, "You don't take your sunglasses off, you know." It was a very cool relationship that they had, and I saw them in interviews. So it doesn't surprise me that they'd want to work together again, which is cool. And I hope that look, there are many shows that we've watched where season 1 was great, 2 not so great, but 3 amazing. Yeah, that's happened before. So I'm kind of hoping that comes back around on this one.
Yeah. And we'll see. Like, and Sarandon coming back in, I think, is great as well. Of course, with Princess Bride and all the stuff that he's done over the years. Yeah, good stuff.
That's his standout, though. I mean, that's the one forever. He was so good in that.
Yeah,
he was absolutely so good in that. So I'm glad this is a cool cast. I think it's definitely a nostalgic cast as well. And I think that's what you do. Like, and I always use Cobra Kai as the example for a lot of these things. But like Cobra Kai did so well was the nostalgia factor for our generation, and then giving the Chalamet Dueñas and of the world and showing that young cast and be able to blend that, and that's essentially what you can do with Wednesday. You bring in the Chris Sarandon and Winona Ryder, Eva Green, and then the other side of it is now the Wednesday and her friends and everything. So because my wife and I liked watching that show. We watched that show with my oldest. Like we watch it now with Winona Ryder in it. My daughter's not going to miss a single episode. She loves Winona Ryder. So great.
Kind of interesting. I love that she loves that Winona.
Yeah. almost 40 questions so far before we get into the. So that's pretty good. So let's get into. I think we have like maybe one or two more stories that we can get into. But that's one of the things I guess I can talk about too. Is I was talking about this with Luke. I feel like on Mondays I'm gonna go really essentially what we're doing, go into various news stories because I feel you and I have that kind of. It's almost like talk radio stuff that I enjoy doing. I guess where we can bounce back and forth and talk news stories, and if it goes somewhere. I feel like Tuesday with Mike and Roxy will continue to lean more on. There'll be like one or two kind of big stories, but we'll lean on some funnier stories or life stories and things of that nature, and it'll go where it goes. I think that's what's been popular about both Monday and Tuesday. Wednesday's been that solo show, but I think I'm going to start having. I'm not going to make the announcement yet, but I might have somebody who's going to be joining me, someone you're familiar with. I'll talk to you off air about that, but we'll that's the potential. And then Thursday is Steph. I got to figure out what we're doing, and then I'm still trying to rework Thursday and Friday a bit, but we'll see. Okay.
Especially as she gets closer to having the baby, right? You're going to have to.
I know. So there's a lot of other things we're just trying to figure out.
Right on.
All righty. Let's get to this topic here, and that is one or two more stories. But for now, we'll just do this one because John Roca loves this franchise. I mean, I don't know anyone who loves this franchise more than him. He talks about it all the time. He defends it all the time. Anytime anyone brings it up, he talks about it all the time. He loves Jurassic World.
Yeah.
He loves it.
Talk about AI writing. Talk about AI written scripts.
This is one of those movies. I'm going to say that this franchise is bulletproof, and I'll talk about that in a second. It's bulletproof.
Oh yeah,
Jurassic World. It's bulletproof. Jurassic World gets a rumored title, the new one. Last year, Universal Pictures released Jurassic World Rebirth to some solid success. Some, it was $1 billion. I mean, some solid success. Gareth Edwards directed it, coming on board relatively late in the process, which meant he had little input in the pre-production as David Cope's script was set, post-production, and release dates were in place. Despite those limitations, the title became the sixth highest grossing film of 2025, grossing over $869 million worldwide against a budget of around $200 million, and was nominated for a VFX Oscar. In addition, came a much talked about press tour featuring its stars Scarlett Johansson, Jonathan Bailey, Mahershala Ali. In November, a report emerged claiming that a sequel was moving forward, that a trio of Ackwards and Edwards are returning, and with that trio? Okay, so they're all coming back. Okay, goodness. Now, a possible title might have been found. Jurassic fans swerve reports that several days ago, multiple domain names have been acquired, pointed to the use of the title Jurassic World Liberation. Okay, so Liberation. Universal has not confirmed it. No production dates revealed, and Johansson is currently filming Mike Flanagan's new The Exorcist and later Matt Reeves' The Batman Part 2. Do you agree with me when it comes to the fact that this currently the Jurassic World franchise seems to be box office bulletproof?
100%. 100%. I dislike all the movies except for the first one, and yet they just kind of kick ass financially at the box office. So people love it. You can't explain it. You can put anybody in the lead of those apparently, and they make a lot of money. Oh, sure.
I can explain it. All right. Because when we were talking about box office, and I told people and I got pushback, not from you, but from a lot of people on this channel, where I said that Jurassic World would do better than Superman overall, worldwide. Because the thing is, the reason why, you can explain it, it does so well internationally because internationally they don't care about what people are saying. The subtitles are there, great. I don't care. Here's the story, sure, whatever. They just want to see the dinosaurs. That's all it is. That's why the VFX come out. And like with Superman and other movies like that, you have to really be kind of locked into the story. These movies, you don't have to be locked into the story. They're the same thing over and over and over again. Team does this, team gets to the island, dinosaurs are chasing them, team wins in the end. It's it. And it's like, do you care about the team? Whatever. But it's more so of just, I want to see the dinosaurs. I like watching the dinosaurs. It's like going to the zoo every time to see the dinosaurs. And that is why it continues to do well over and over and over again. And it's one of these movies, same thing for me. I'm with you. I think that I liked the first one. I haven't watched the second one in quite a while. I love the first one. I haven't seen the second one in quite a while. But I remember not loving it. The third one I think is okay, but not great. Was there a fourth one? Or the fourth one was Jurassic World?
Yeah, Jurassic World was the fourth one.
I like Jurassic World. I'm one of the few people that likes Jurassic World. The second Jurassic World was terrible. The second was atrocious. The third was bad. Dominion or whatever it was, and then this last one was just not good. But every single time the movie comes in, I got a bucket of popcorn and I'm watching it.
Yeah,
every single time.
So let me push back slightly on this because I'm going to be curious. Because remember, like, people thought Transformers, like, they couldn't explain why it was making all this money, all these movies, and then the last one came out, and that was it, right? People's exhaustion for the franchise ended. We've seen that happen. You know, look at what happened with Avatar, right? This third installment, people were exhausted enough. Stop repeating the same beats. I don't want to come back. Fast and Furious dropping as well the last couple installments. So this one made less than $1 billion. So yes, successful, new actors coming in. So the question will be, but less than the other. So the question will be, if when the second one comes out, will it do, if it does less, then we start to see that, yes, people are exhausted with this stuff. They're still going, but not at the numbers they were going before.
I think that's fair. Remember, though, still, I think that because Dominion came out after the pandemic, but I still think that my argument, if I was Universal, was look, we hit $1 billion. It's amazing, but did we make money back on it? Like,
sure,
200 million. They made their money back. So okay, fine. We only made 700. It cost us $200 million. The movie made 750 million, less than we did last time. Okay. Now the question is, how many times can you do that before you're breaking even? So I think they're not in that spot yet. I think they're
not yet.
Even if they make 800 million on the next one, it's still worth them to try it, and hence why they are now.
Especially if they keep the cost down, like you always say, right?
100%. Now the thing is, if they make it, but which will be difficult to do if they have the same trio of cast that keeps coming back, because
that's true.
Those costs go up. I still feel like they should do get the same cast, but do a like a $80 million version of it production wise. It's still going to balloon up because of the cost of the actors, but do a small and make it feel like a smaller film, because you have the Jurassic Park name, you have the big actors, and make it feel smaller, but like more in depth and with characters, and change that, because going back to our previous conversation, where it's like, okay, if you're Universal and you look and you're like, okay, our last movie made 900, even though the one before that made 1.4, being 900, and this one, now we put this out and it made 700. Okay, maybe we cut our losses. However, if you change it up and now the same trio does it, and your next movie now does 1.2, then you're going to do another one, because then you're going to now you put in house money, and you're going to keep doing it. And you're like, okay, I'm going to do it again. Let's try again. So, and it's what else does Universal really have right now?
Just the Fast and the Furious, right? And
where's that?
they're still kind of kicking that around. Vin keeps announcing stuff, but not much is around there. Don't they do Sonic? Is it Universal Studios Sonic?
Paramount.
I think it's Sonic. Oh, that's Paramount. You're right.
Yeah.
Minions, Super Nintendo.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
Right, they've got so Universal has like the animated they have
Yeah.
like, the Mario stuff and sure.
Right.
But like at live action franchises, like what do they have?
No, not much. Not much. Yeah, live action. Yeah, I'm looking through it. I don't see much here
Right,
at all.
So as Mike Kalinowski will say,
Gotta milk that teat. Gotta milk that teat.
100%. He's right.
There you go.
Anyway, what do you guys make of it? What do you think about the fact that they're doing another one? What do you think about the name? I mean, John and I didn't really talk about that, but I think
guess
we both feel the same way. Who cares, right?
Or sorry, I guess King Kong and the Mummy. Those are Universal as well.
Oh,
So
yeah.
that might pop up for them.
Yeah, King and Godzilla, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Right, and those do well for them.
They do.
Well for them.
They do. Yeah.
We didn't really talk about the name. Do you really care?
I wish we were getting liberated from this franchise. I'll tell you that right now. But I think it's a good name because liberation implies what? That the dinosaurs will probably break free, I imagine, and then we're back into that situation again all over the world.
Yeah, I'm done with the hope of what I want this movie to be because they're not doing that. Like I always hoped that they would do like the Planet of the Apes version of this, where humans are just surviving with dinosaurs running around like that. That to me seemed more exciting, and I think that the beginning of the last Jurassic World movie was the stupidest thing I've seen in any of those movies with the stupid candy bar wrapper.
Yeah. Oh, so ignorant.
Right?
Like scientists are that stupid. Oh, candy bar wrapper.
It was the dumbest thing I ever saw in one of those movies. I could even dumber than the gymnastics flip in number 2.
That's right.
But there's a lot of dumb stuff in those. That was the dumbest. I'd like to do a video on that, like the top 5 dumbest things from the Jurassic World the Jurassic Park franchise.
I think I remember RB3 back when we were at Collider, like him talking about seeing the dinosaur walking on the ceiling, walking on the roof in as a Dominion. I think it was Dominion. He was like, "That's when I was done." It was crazy.
There's quite a few really dumb moments, but we'll see. Anyway, okay.
Yeah.
Curious what you guys think about it. Let us know, please and thank you. All right, I think let's see if there's anything else that we can. I don't know. Maybe not. We got 7 Kingdoms. We talked about already. Jurassic World. I think that's it.
Okay.
Good. All right. So we can get some questions. Yeah, because we got quite a few. So right now we're 43, and John's trying to set the week.
Come on, people.
So let's do it. Let's start with IMDb Blake. Bertie Carvel playing Baelor Targaryen is amazing in that role. Unlike most Targaryens, he isn't a sadistic psychopath. He's honorable and great performance, just a great actor. Well, there is that line of Targaryens that is like that. I mean, Rhaegar was like that. Like you've got quite a few. I mean, what's his face? The Viserys. Right. There is a line of them that are very honorable. And I love that. Go ahead.
I even thought the brother, the way he handled things in this episode, yes, he was upset. Yes, he was hurt, but like he treated Dunk with honor throughout that last night. And I was really another Targaryen would have cut him up into pieces.
I know. Yeah, it's very similar to what happens with Cersei and Jaime, right? Cersei and Jaime's kids, they have a few of them, most of their kids, surprisingly enough, turned out okay.
Yeah,
not crazy. Just they had the one absolute lunatic,
right? Joffrey.
With Joffrey, and because the Targaryens have been inbreeding forever, and so that line and where it goes, because Daenerys was kind of like a mix between both, because even in the earlier seasons with George writing, when she was kind, I don't know who was more kind than her. But if you crossed her, she'll chop your head off in a second.
Yeah, that was the combo. You're absolutely right. Like she liberated people. She didn't like people having slaves. So she really took people on and gave them high ranking jobs in her essentially administration because they were loyal and they were important. And it was about who they were. But then there were those moments where you didn't bend the knee. If you didn't bend the knee, you were somehow an enemy to her. And there wasn't that negotiation, that compromise, because she was so caught up in trying to rule as a benevolent dictator, which is very impossible to do.
Yeah, I'm so curious because we're right now, we're going to air season 4, episode 1 and 2 tomorrow. But Sam and I in real time finished season 5, episode 6. So I'm so curious for myself to revisit season 8. I haven't watched it since it aired. So I've watched any of the seasons since it aired. So I'm curious how I'm going to feel about it today as opposed to how I did,
Yeah.
All right, Nathan Drake. What does Roka think about Sean Strickland saying Gina always sucked and was only ever just hot? Who gave that guy a mic?
That's the thing. That's the thing you're upset about. I mean, he said a million things that were pretty terrible. So, but he won the fight. You can't argue that. It was an upset. He won the fight. So whatever he had,
It was a knockout or a decision?
It was a knockout. Yeah, I think it was a knockout. He knocked him out, I think in second or third round, TKO. So you listen, I think it's horrible, a lot of stuff he said, but he took care of business there. The stuff about Gina, I think it's a bit more crueler than he needed to say it, but I don't disagree with the foundation of his point because, like, remember, Gina wasn't fighting Amanda Nunes. She was fighting women who were just getting into UFC. They were trained for sure, but they weren't top of the line like you see now.
She was fighting.
It's a whole other ballgame.
Crazy. She was fighting in Thailand before Strikeforce and fighting quality people in Thailand. She was a great kickboxer.
How many of those did you watch? You didn't watch any of those fights.
I watched all of them. I watched all of them because I knew about her beforehand because I remember when I was working at Silver Pictures, I had pitched her for stuff. And I was like, look, this is someone to start. I'm like, and I'd seen the hype behind her, and then they put her into Strikeforce. I fundamentally disagree with you. I think she was incredible, and I think that everything Sean Strickland said was horrendous. Like his whole thing that he said, the fight itself, that's a different story. Yes, he took care of business, but what he said about why say anything? Don't say anything.
Yeah, I don't say it. And Dana coming out blaming the press for asking him the questions, that's ridiculous. I think,
ridiculous.
He's got to, Sean's got to, so
it was horrible. It was horrible what he said about both of them. But that's his brand too. It's his brand.
Yes, I agree. And if you can back it up in the ring, you get to keep going down the road with that brand. I don't know if Paramount Plus has an issue with it, so we'll see.
That's the biggest question is what Paramount Plus has it because there are some people who enjoy being the villain. There are just some people who enjoy doing it, but not really. You give your faith. You didn't like it all the time.
You mean in the
it becomes a tremendous responsibility. Where it's like because people are and especially with the difference with you and him, you were playing a character.
Yes, right, 100%.
He's not. And some people just like being the villain in life and saying, "It's who I am," and you think I'm the bad guy because I'm saying it. That's on you, and that's what he does. And I think what he said was pretty horrible, to be honest.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
IMD Blake, you think Dave Filoni has read the Dune books or watched either old Dune movies or the new ones? Just curious. As a fan of the books and recent movies, it's passing Star Wars for me. See, this is what people don't understand.
Yeah.
I saw Collider post something on Instagram saying, Tony Gilroy shoots down rumors of Dave Filoni. No one ever said ever that there was a beef between Gilroy and Filoni. Never. No one ever said that there was a beef that Filoni didn't like Gilroy, that he didn't like his brother. He didn't like. No one ever said that.
Right.
No one ever said that publicly. Filoni went up to Gilroy and said, "I don't like what you're doing."
Right.
The report was, and things that these years have heard, is that to people that he talks to, I don't think that what they did is Star Wars, and I don't like it. You're not going to call Gilroy and go, "Hey, I don't like it." Of course, Gilroy does. I don't know. I never heard about it. That was his point. He's like, "I don't know. I never heard about any of this stuff." Of course you didn't, because he's not going to tell you that. he's not going to tell people at Celebration, "Hey guys, I don't like this." But aren't you supposed to be promoting it? Yeah, but I got to tell you, I don't like it. They don't think. And Collider, he turned it down. He said it didn't happen. Of course, didn't happen. Never happened to him. Never happened to him.
Let me tell you something. It's ridiculous to me, Kristian, because Gilroy has been the CCO, right, for the last 2 years. And this is Filoni. Filoni's been the CCO for the last 2 years. But this is Gilroy's response. We've only met a couple of times. And we've only had a half dozen conversations over the last 10 years.
That's telling right there.
Yeah, you would think someone who really likes your work and likes what you're doing would make an effort. You guys would make an effort to talk and hang out and, pitch ideas, like all of this kind of stuff. Right. So to me, that tells me read between the lines.
If he loved it, they would have met more than a couple of times.
Of course. They would have sat next to each other. They would have interviewed each other for a variety thing, right? That would have been what you do. So yeah.
People just, it's so funny because I'll get tagged on it. See, no beef. It's like, who at what point did anyone say that Filoni called Gilroy and said, "I don't like this"? When Gilroy found out that Filoni didn't like it? When that report came out in Rep. That's when. He's not going to call him and tell him that.
Yeah, exactly.
He wasn't publicly saying it anywhere. He's talking to people that it's fundamentally what he thought.
And Gilroy from that interview, Kristian, because if you read all of it, it sounds like he is moving on. He literally says, "I wish them the best of luck." If Filoni wanted to keep him around and Disney they had to work something out, try to bring him back, explore it. You got to read between the lines of this.
100%.
Yeah.
Since someone said Filoni said he liked Andor, of course he runs the company.
It's his job to say he liked it.
What do you think, Arthur Rose? Do you think he's going to say? Because you're talking about publicly. So publicly, he's going to go, I don't like it. I'm promoting it. I want you guys to watch it. I want it to win awards, but I didn't like it. I'm the guy who runs it. Use your head.
When Kristian ran the Showdown,
great.
When he had to promote all the matches. When Kristian ran the Showdown, he knew some of these matches weren't that great. He even knew some of these players weren't that great. But you got to promote them all because you got to have people to watch. So come on, it's ridiculous.
Anyway, okay. So, in regards to this, my point with all this is, but in no world, because he didn't like, and first of all, he probably thought, and I believe this is true. I don't necessarily know, but I think he believes Andor was made very, very well. I think he thinks it's a very well-made show, very well-written show. But fundamentally, the Star Wars is the side of it that I was talking about. But he very well might love the Dune books, and I think that he probably does when George put him towards the things that inspired him to do this stuff. I wouldn't be surprised. I don't necessarily know, but I wouldn't be surprised.
Well, I mean, the thing is, Lucas stole a lot of Star Wars from those books, so I wouldn't be surprised if Filoni has read them as well. I would not be surprised.
So he's like, "Oh my God, Arthur, you're not getting it." So he's a liar.
Arthur just likes attention.
You drive me nuts.
Ignore him, man.
Okay, no, I don't want to ignore him. I'm trying to still logic on it. Okay, so if you are
listen,
when you're the head of the company or head of creative, and you're asked about a project, as John just stated, even if you let's say that everything that we talked about, he walked into a room and he talked to a bunch of people. He's like, I don't really necessarily think from what George's philosophy is that Andor fits into this. I don't think that Andor works that way. I'm not really a fan of the way this works. Do you think that he's going to then say that to a crowd at Celebration that is looking forward to seeing Andor? How do you think that would play overall? How do you think?
Yeah.
Doesn't necessarily mean that he's a liar. It means that the things that he said could very well be true. He thinks it's well written. He thinks that what they're doing in general, he thinks of cool aspects. You can spin things inside of a conversation that you're not lying. You're saying things that are very much true. I think that the way that he incorporated stormtroopers is cool. I think that this is cool. I think that this is cool. You can very well do that. So, but when you're the head of a company, you can't. If he would have said the things that I believe he feels about Andor, I think that he should be fired from his job. Right. Because you're the head. You have to make sure that we're a family. We love everything.
Right.
But clearly that's not the case. So please just use the noggin. Just use the noggin. And again, as a fan of the books and recent movies in passing, Star Wars for me. yeah, I'm curious to see if it's passing for me too. Dune 1 and Dune 2 anyway. I would love to see an actual Star Wars movie made like that. I just don't know if it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Carlton Rudder, London Calling. Saw Good Luck, Have Fun, Don't Die. Engaging sci-fi, but let down by the ending. Star of Paradise season 2. Shailene Woodley, great addition. My wife watches that show. My wife keeps watching shows without me. Like we try to find shows to watch together all of the time. And then and then I go, oh, did you watch? Let's watch this. She's like, oh, I started. I'm already in episode 6. I'm like, what? She watched all of Paradise without me. She watches all the Apple shows without me. She watched all these things, and so yeah, it happens all the time. So, but I haven't watched it.
I love the first season. I haven't started the second season yet. We're doing an industry watch right now. We just started industry a few days ago. We've been really deep into that one, so we'll probably do Paradise tonight and watch those 3 episodes. I like that show a lot.
Yeah. Did you see Good Luck, Have Fun, Don't Die?
I did not know. I have no interest. I just.
I'm interested in it. I like the time travel stuff though. So.
Oh, yeah. All right. Yeah.
But I've heard decent things. No, not really. Hey,
the reviews have been good, but like the nobody went to see it. So yeah.
Right. Fair enough. All right, 53 so far. Next one.
Let's go.
Kenneth Colton. Well, the BAFTAs had a serious issue this weekend. Michael B. Jordan, Delroy Lindo handled that pretty well. Yeah, I saw that. The Tourette's guy. I don't really look. I'm not going to pretend that I know enough about Tourette's, but I just think that if you know that that's even a possibility, don't be there.
Well, I think it's a matter of this. Like we're not going to get political. We're not going to get political, but they banned someone saying "Free Palestine" in their acceptance speech, right? You could have audio edited out that guy saying the N-word. 100%. That's my issue. That's my issue. The gentleman has Tourette's. He's going to say inappropriate shit. That's just accepted. He should have never been anywhere near earshot of this stuff or anything like that. But like this is a taped broadcast. So they could have edited out him saying, which they've done now on the iPlayer and if you want to watch it online. But like, while it was being shown the first time, they should have edited out that situation. So that's the issue there. But
Upright Personal wants to segregate the disabled. I don't think you should do that. That's horrible.
What?
I don't know. Upright Personal says says they should segregate the disabled. I disagree.
That's horrible.
I think that's a horrible way to look at it. Jesus. Yeah, horrible. So after that, you go to Andy Zafranksi 6854, who says, "Is the Purple Wedding watch along today?" Or more terrible news. I just want to see Sam reacting to Joffrey cracking. So that's actually going to be tomorrow. That's tomorrow. Well, no, for members, you'll get that today.
Oh, nice.
So we're gonna release it tomorrow to everybody. Yeah, for sure. Okay, let's see next one. Andy Zafranksi, Hope and the family are okay. Yes, Connecticut got over a foot and still going. Same. Wow. Yeah, same. It's really bad. Mike Joyce, have you ever watched a classic film and been surprised what's really bad? I just saw The General and I didn't expect it to basically be Confederacy propaganda. Cool train chases up. I mean, look at that time, you know, in the 1920s, whatever it is. Does that surprise you? You know,
Confederacy propaganda. Mike, what's wrong with you? I mean, like. The times are from that time. The things are from that time. Do you know John Wayne played Confederate soldiers in movies and Union soldiers? It's just the story, you know. It's so Confederacy propaganda. Get out of here, man.
Yeah. Again, I don't know what Upright Personal again suggesting that the guy shouldn't be there. No, you shouldn't. No, you should. Everybody should. If you know that someone's capable of doing that, if it happened in the past, but for some reason he won Upright. Why you want to like ban a guy who has a disability? Is not the way to go about it. Again, let's see. So, Mike Joyce, thank you, Mike. Okay, Corn Emperor, stay safe. Home office, Christian. Roka looks happy. Yeah, he does. I agree.
Okay, thank you. I'm always happy. Regardless of what you see me online, I am actually a pretty happy person. So there we go.
Gareth, glad Robert won the BAFTA better than Leo and Timmy. Who won the BAFTA?
Yeah, it was I think it was from the Tourette's movie that the guy won the BAFTA. So I think but I don't really pay too much.
Wait, what was it? Who won? No.
Was it? Yeah, Robert Aramayo makes history. He won. He stars in Lord of the Rings, Rings of Power. He won for his portrayal of Tourette syndrome campaigner John Davidson in the British film I Swear. So I'm not surprised.
So is that so the guy that was screaming, is that
yes.
That who it was based off of?
Yes.
Oh, so I guess he needed to. So clearly he should have been there. But I mean, it's like, but again, if you know that the guy, if that can happen, it's like, good Lord.
Yeah, but the Brits are always going to vote for their people. So I mean, it's not a surprise that that Robert won. You know.
Yeah.
So please.
Crazy. All right. Let's see. Next one here. Go Pal. We only got 2 to 3 in Nova. I heard y'all got a ton. Yeah, we're looking at. I mean, is it still? It's still coming down.
I should check on my mom.
Yeah. Where is she?
She's in Northern Virginia, so I should see if she's okay. If it's 2 or 3 inches.
Yeah, it's me. If I could check on her, I can't go to Virginia. Bobby, do you think there'll be any repercussions for the BAFTAs after the Tourette's incident? I think they're gonna. That's kind of my point. What I was saying there is that I think that there needs to be. You just need to be able to understand what's going on in your audience, you know, and pay attention to everything. If there's possibility of anything like that ever happening, it's like, my goodness.
But it is exhausting that it just seems to always happen to Black people. It's just so frustrating because Black artists, Black creatives, it's like, come on, how come it's not yelling out honky or something like that? It's always this N-word. So it's like those kinds of things. You got to be hyper aware of that stuff and be sensitive to that stuff.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. Okay, let's see. Next one after that, the Little Yankee. Broke right now, but got to support the Cage show from home with Roka so Maisie can tell jokes. See, Maisie, where'd you go? He's got to tell some jokes. NYC area snow is no joke. Stay safe, all. Yeah, thank you so much. I don't know if she's playing in the snow with her friends. I'm not sure what she's doing now. She might have just bailed on us. But if not, I'm going to see if we can get her to tell some jokes. Bobby, do you guys believe Tony Gilroy about his relationship with Filoni and what he thought about Andor? And we just talked about it. So, yes, 100%. I do believe that his relationship with Filoni was probably exactly what he said. This is what you got to understand. Again, Bobby, there's no world, I've never heard this, and I don't think anybody who reported on this ever heard this, that Filoni was putting his nose up to the Gilroys when he saw them, or when he was just like, I don't like what you guys are doing. In no world did that ever happen. I'm sure that this is 100% accurate, that they had a really good relationship. And I'm sure that when he talked to him, it was really, Filoni never has had that kind of relationship with anybody where you're just like, oh my God, that guy was such a dick to me. Of course not. It doesn't mean, again, let's look at this. So you're a perfect example for the three of us, me, you, and Bob.
Yeah.
I guarantee you that if we saw, let's say that John Roca meets Margaret Qualley next week.
Okay.
And we're at an event and Margaret Qualley comes up to him and has a conversation.
Yes.
You think Roca's going to say, I just want to let you know, I don't get the hype with you.
Yeah, I don't understand what the deal is with you.
I don't understand. I don't get you. I don't know why people like you. Do you think that's going to happen? Or do you think he's going to say, and it doesn't matter if people go, oh, he's going to be fake. No, it's just not, there's no reason for him to say to her, I don't get the hype. It's like, you're probably going to find the things, I just watched this thing. I love what you did there. He probably would spin it in a way that it would be a positive conversation. Because why would you want to make someone feel that way, even if you don't like necessarily what they did in the thing?
Right.
Is that a good enough example?
I think it's a good example. Yes, 100%. This is the game, and look, Tony is speaking his truth. He did in no way did he say Filoni and I have hung out and gone to vacation together or been friends, gone to premieres together. Again, I go, you have to read between the lines and see the actions of these people, right? The fact that he's only met twice in the entire, like he did Rogue One, he did 2 seasons of Andor, and he's only met the chief creative officer twice.
Right.
That tells you everything you need to know. And yes, I think he's telling the truth that he's always received high praise. He's always felt high praise for Filoni and Favreau and what they're doing to Kathleen Kennedy, because those are the people that he just has limited interaction with, right? So he's going to say what he says, which is accurate and factual, but I guarantee you his buddies who he has drinks with, he has told the actual truth about the situation behind the scenes.
We got Maisie real quick. So Maisie's going to do.
Hi, Maisie.
So Maisie's gonna go do some snow with Sadie real quick. So Maisie, do you have a joke for us? You gotta say it loud though. You gotta think. You want to think? You got a good one?
Yeah, I forgot it.
You forgot it for a second. All right, think about a good one. Let's see.
Maisie, get your joke. Maisie, what's your joke? Tell us your joke.
joke?
Stop messing around. You're being like, oh, I'm so shy. Give us your joke, Maisie.
Why did the boy bird make his date pay for dinner?
Why?
Because he was cheap.
That's good. That's good. That's good. See? And she's out now. She's building.
That was worth it. That was worth it. That was worth
Perfect. She crushed. She delivered. She delivered. All right. Let's see. Okay, next one. Let's go to this one.
What's he got?
Nathan Drake watching Lonesome Dove for the first time, and wow, was anyone else hotter than Diane Lane back then? She's still hot.
She's still hot. I agree.
Yeah.
I got to see that. I've never seen Lonesome Dove. I got it for The Outlaw. I should have seen that series already. I got to see that thing.
I still got to see The Conversation.
Oh yeah. Great film too. Yeah.
All right, let's see. Michael D. 81. Work for Maisie. Get some chicken nuggets. So I took her. Oh, so I'm actually, Maisie's been my food buddy.
Yes.
Maisie's been my food buddy. We've been going. I did a video on my Instagram.
Oh, nice.
This place, Dario's Pizza, that she went with me. And then, so then this guy reached out to me in a neighboring town, this place called the Guac Shop. And he's like, I'd love for you guys to come by and check out our spot. It turns out it's one of Maisie's favorite places anyway. So I went with her over the weekend and we went to this place. Guy was really, dude, this guy, they own like 8 different restaurants. And I was listening, a very nice guy. And he was putting together this, it was a burrito that I had, and he was putting together, I was talking to him, and him and his brother and a partner, they opened up a bunch of different places. And I was like, well, let me ask you, how old are you? 25 years old, opened up 8 restaurants already.
Wow.
Yeah. I was like, it was like that dude's baller. He's baller. And the food was really good, but I'm going to post that up once I can get my microphone working. Tim Sim. Your thoughts on my way too early for your consideration? Dexter Soul Amell for Best Supporting Actor as Egg. He should be. Which other Emmys do you think should be considered for Night of the Seven Kingdoms? I think that the main dude should be nominated.
Yeah, 100%. I thought it was great.
Yeah, I thought so. I like those early predictions for sure.
Yeah, great. And I think the series should possibly be up by the end of the season for Best Series as well. I don't know if it'll get there, but should be in consideration for sure.
I think so. It was great. It's like, and it's got more love. I happen to really like House of the Dragon, but it seems like there's more love for this show than House of the Dragon.
Yeah, and I think they dropped that trailer ahead of time on purpose the week of the finale because they know people are loving this series.
The hype. I agree.
Yep.
Wiley, curious what you guys thought of the jazz needle drop at the start of the Night of the Seven Kingdoms last episode. I want more of it. Give me more music. I saw it a while ago, so I don't remember it as much, but do you remember?
Oh, yeah. I loved it. Like I said, I saw it twice this morning. I love that. It was such a great, genius mood to put you in before you saw the finale. I thought it was great. And ending with 16 Tons. That's a great song to end the finale in the series with, or the season 1 series with. Yeah. A lot of good music this season.
Real quick before I move on, I want to see. So I finally learned how to use the Discord again over the weekend.
Hey,
because they switched it up on me at one point. There's a general tab that to me is the most. It's the one you can. This is my preference. I just don't like 87 different things to like this and that. And this talk about that. I'm like, give me one place to talk about stuff. That's me. And that was gone at one point. I'm like, you lost me. I'm gone. But they moved it back, and I saw it, and there's so much fun stuff going on in the Discord right now.
Oh, nice.
They're trying to get to 200. I think they're like 130 right now. The Discord link is in the description. So if everybody goes over there and joins, it's free. Go over and you join. You can talk about the stuff going on in this. You can talk about other things. So everybody should head on over there and join the Discord today.
Does PLD work the Discord, or does he?
No, he doesn't. So you can go and join.
Good. So there's not a I hate Roka chat room.
No. They're really it's really nice over there. They handle it. Everybody gets respected.
Oh, good.
I find Margaret Qualley oddly compelling. I do too.
I don't get it.
Yeah.
And her dancing. Ugh, yeah,
I like it. I just saw a headline: Henrik won't be back in DDBA. What is DDBA?
Daredevil Born Again.
Oh, was she in?
No, I don't think she was in. She was in the what is, like I said, Iron Fist. So a lot of people are advocating for her to come in.
Oh, so he means that he's supposed
I guess she's not
back because everyone else is coming back. Oh, that's my wife.
Yeah, it seems like everyone's coming back.
There you go.
My wife
in there and run away.
My wife.
I told everybody how you keep watching shows without me. Paradise season 2 is coming out.
Yep.
Yeah. Apple does have the best. There you go. She doesn't deny it. She watches stuff without me, and then I have to watch. Then I have to watch Love It or List It.
Paradise dropped today, actually.
Yeah, I know. People are watching it already.
3 episodes.
Okay. Alexa, next one. GoPal also just started Night Agent. Interesting so far. Is that the Tom Hardy one or not?
No. It's a different one. It's on Netflix.
I mean, not Tom Hardy.
3 seasons.
Hiddleston.
Night Manager is the Hiddleston one, which is really good. The most recent season. Night Agent is a Netflix one that's out with Gabriel Basso in the lead.
Okay.
I think it's got 3 seasons, 4 seasons, something like that. So.
Isaiah Smith. I know they didn't do well, but I like the Kill Bill reactions. Are you going to continue with Tarantino? Not all of them, because of exactly that reason. I was so bummed because I laugh and I have so much fun watching movies with Ming, and people just not watching them as much. I did, but we are going to do Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, I think, next. And then he's never seen Top Gun Maverick.
Oh wow!
Yeah, so we're gonna watch. We're gonna rewatch Top Gun, and then we're gonna do Top Gun Maverick. But I'm not gonna do all of them because like I said, if people aren't watching Kill Bill, then they're not gonna watch the other ones. So I'm just gonna do Once Upon a Time in Hollywood because the new movie's coming out.
Right.
So hilarious. All right, let's see. Nathan Drake, I love the idea that you guys floated on Hot Mic that Glenn Powell would be great in something like a Ghost or the Bodyguard remake. Yeah.
Yep.
Ghost or the Bodyguard. Yeah.
That could help him out a lot. Yeah. Jeff suggested a Ghost, and one of our listeners suggested Bodyguard. It's good choices if he does it. I agree.
It's actually not a bad idea. Go Powell, Days of Thunder reaction with Sadie. We were gonna do the Sydney Sweeney movie.
Oh, Housemaid?
Together. Yeah, we were gonna do it when it came out, but we just couldn't get into the studio in time. I have to build out a studio at my house. I have to. But the amount of money that's going to take I'm going to renovate my whole basement. And that's I don't have money and time to do that. Yeah. So because if that was the case, I'd be doing stuff with Sadie all the damn time.
Yeah.
Days of Thunder reaction potentially. Is Roxy doing a solo show? Why is Mike not doing it? I hope not. Not that Roxy couldn't do it, but I think Mike will be on. I probably won't be though, but Mike will probably be on. GoPal, never much of an HGTV guy, but I've been a big This Old House fan since I was in single digits. Really picked up with Steve Thomas for Facebook video. I tell you, we started watching that yesterday. The problem after watching Love It or List It and then watching that, I said to Sadie, I said, that's the power of having a host. This Old House is educational, but I felt like I was in math class.
Yeah.
I was exhausted. I said, turn this off. I was bored.
Love It or List It is great drama because you're like, are they going to do it? Are they going to sell it? Or are they going to keep it? What are they going to do? And those two battle each other through the whole show. So I think it's great.
See, this is what I'm talking about. I saw the Kill Bill Volume 1 reaction. It's my favorite reaction. So I'm telling you, people aren't watching this. There's so much we laugh. It's like Ming says it at the end of the thing too. It's like we felt like we were in 8th grade again, just cracking each other up, watching stuff. All right, let's see. Next one, GoPal again. Mike hates sand. It's coarse and it gets everywhere. Yes. Dune. By the way, Sam will be doing the Dune reactions with me because she's never seen Dune. I feel like Dune doesn't get weird for real until the end of Children into God Emperor. Okay, fair enough.
It's true.
And I know GoPal has read all of them too.
Yeah.
Bobby, is it a spoiler to say a movie or a show has lots of twists and turns if you didn't know? I guess one in the first 5 minutes of the show because I was expecting a twist. No, I mean, look, I'm still doing that during Game of Thrones too. Like, I don't remember watching all this stuff, and I'll literally be reacting to it, and I'll go, "Oh, I wonder if that's the case." And they go, "Don't tell her." And I'm like, "I don't know." I'm reacting again to it. There's some stuff that obviously you remember, but I don't think that's a spoiler. Do you?
No, I don't think so. You're figuring it out as you're watching it, and sometimes you forget that you knew this. Sometimes you forget that is a spoiler.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. 61 so far, John. Good show today.
Nice.
Mumra, should Paul set up 50 verse rule or should the Paul set up 50% versus rule or Van Damme versus Seagal? I would pay for both of them. I'd watch both.
50 versus Diddy. 50 versus Diddy is the one you need to set up. That's the one you need to set up.
Right.
But
50 would kill both of them, though.
Yeah, true. 100%.
Yeah.
100%.
Van Damme, I think today Van Damme would crush Steven Seagal. Steven Seagal,
yes.
The only thing Steven Seagal's picking up is a cheeseburger.
Yeah.
Art Shack, 2 tickets, 2 drinks, and a popcorn is $80 in my area. It's not. Love or hate Mando, it's too much to pay. The amount of 6 months of Disney Plus for this movie specifically. We'll watch it on Disney Plus later, though. I think you, not just for this movie, but I think you've just knocked down why movies have now, you got to decide, because streaming has changed the game dramatically.
Yep. 100%. 100%, dude.
Yep. Okay. Let's see. Next one. Gen X Kid 73. Hey guys, it's Renetta Snow. What's up, Renetta? Said you're not going nowhere. So hey, from Jersey, today's agenda, absolutely nothing, and I'm booked solid. Yeah. And that was the thing I was worried about this morning, is that one of the reasons I woke up and like my side door, I couldn't push it open because I was locked in. And I was like, if I can't get out my front door, I'm gonna be stuck in my house. Right. And so, but I got out my front door finally, and I cleared out the back door. But I went to sleep, dude. I was out last night shoveling snow away. And I'm like, okay, good on me. I don't have to worry about this tomorrow. And then it was like, I literally was in Hoth this morning. Ryan 7864. If Villeneuve has followed Dune Messiah, there'll be a lot of normies upset with Frank Herbert's ending and his narrative on power. Change, right? What do you think? Do you think I didn't ask you that question when I suggested they're going to change it?
Oh yeah, I think they'll move some things. I mean, they moved some things already in the first 2. And look, you look at Night of 7 Kingdoms, they changed some of the story around. They added some elements to that to make that season. So if you got a great creator like Denis Villeneuve, you got to trust in him that he'll make it palatable and interesting and make it resonant for us watching it in 2026. So yeah, he'll make some changes. And no surprise.
They have to. In order to make it commercial and a December release, you have to. Because if it doesn't, they're going to get murdered by Doomsday.
100%.
Jean-Philippe Green, because of the Winter Olympics going on currently, I rewatched the movie Cool Runnings. Are you a fan of the John Candy film? It's definitely one of my favorite sports movies. I've seen it once, and probably right around the time it came out. So it was what, 93?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, 93, I think so. Yeah. I love that movie. It's so much fun. Some good actors in there as well.
Yeah. But it's a very good movie. I'm trying to remember the last time I saw it. Battery, I4V, facts. Data centers overconsume local water supplies. Okay.
Right.
Gopal, I thought the first half of Wednesday season 2 was fine, but the second half I thought was on a level with season 1. So, okay, that's fair. Fair enough. I didn't mind it. I just didn't think it was great. Alex, you mentioned conflicting info on the AI water usage. There's a ton of great reporting on it by More Perfect Union. Spotlight PA just did a great piece on it. Hank Green has a good video on it too, if that sort of thing interests you. Thank you.
Well, the question becomes, Alex, do you think it's good because it fits what you think is going on and you buy the reporting because
it's educational? Because
you like your point of view, or is it educational, presents like all sides of the issue so that by the end you have to decide for yourself where you land on this? Because those are things I like to watch now. I've noticed that I'm veering away from point of view documentaries, and I just want the information, and I'll make up my own mind.
Dude, that's why I watch Lester Holt for so long.
Yeah, Lester's great.
I mean, he isn't doing it now. It's Tom Yamas, but
he's got you, buddy. He's got you.
I still will turn into Tom Yamas, only because it's the only show I can find that just tells news. Just tell me the news. I don't care what you think about the news. I just want to know what the news is.
Yeah. I wish that would happen with sports.
I'm going to call somebody out because what's is that? Yeah. So I was watching when and we don't have to get deep into the conversation of the UFO stuff. But I was watching. It was a big enough story in general, whether or not, and I think it's valid to say, because I saw your opinion on it too, and other people, valid enough to say this is a major distraction right now. Clearly, hey, look at this little toy where we're not going to tell you about what's going on over here. And I think it's a valid argument. But I think it's a conversation enough that now is serious enough, and I think you would agree with this, that it's serious enough in general that people are talking about it in higher circles, that a conversation, whether it's today or 2 years from now, when other things don't need to be released, that you should have. So I will never, and I was going through different news channels to look at opinions on the topic, right? And I caught a few different ones. And all of the most of them were just reporting on it. As I said, Tom Yamas reported on it. Other people just reported on it, talked about it. I thought Jake Tapper did a great interview.
Oh, yes.
He did a great interview with and he talked to what's his name? Dan Farah from Age of Disclosure. I saw people on Fox News that did a good report on it. There were a lot of people that did a lot of really reporting on it. I will never watch Abby Phillips' show ever. I know I watched it one time. First of all, she interrupts all of her guests, no matter who they are. Interrupts everybody.
Well, they interrupt each other, but yes.
What's that? But she and they approached it with the taboo thing right away, and I said, I'm out, because it wasn't about you. I don't need you to agree with anything that I think.
Yeah.
But you're a news anchor. Talk about the actual story itself. I don't need to know your opinion on it. I can't imagine that she'll be on the air for very long.
Abby Phillip?
Yeah.
She's pretty strong, bro. She's pretty entrenched there.
It was Don Lemon.
The show she's hosting is not a necessarily news show. It's like a crossfire show where they all just kind of chime in and go at each other. It's if it's not your cup of tea, it's not your cup of tea. But that's what the show is. No, I agree with you. Scott Jennings is one of the most disingenuous pieces of crap there are, and I hate watching that show because he's on there. You don't get nuance. You just get people yelling over each other. And
it's all it was. It was. No, I was like, nope. And I watched a ton of other channels.
Yeah, it's not the place you go for news.
No, it was terrible. I'll never watch it ever again.
It's like watching The Five. It's no different from watching The Five. It's a waste.
It was horrible. The Shea Markel, Kristian, all is sad and lonely people smiling into our phones at a man that hit the jackpot. Happily married, awesome kiddos, and chasing his dreams with his best friends in the dog for Men in Black Gold. Thanks, man. Yeah, today, dude, you want to come here? Oh, I wish I could. Dude, come on. Can you? He is just. I wish I had a video of this. His fat, lazy ass just laying there like this. Come here. Good boy. All right. So it did nothing. B. Gill Studios. Roca, I love your takes on Marvel more than Winston and Chris lately, as I've disagreed with them on their take a lot, especially with Doomsday.
Well, I would never denigrate Winston or Chris. I love both of them, and especially Chris is a new person. I really loved hosting the show with her and getting to know her more. She was great. So I don't know what their takes are, but I appreciate you being very positive on my points of views. You know.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. Next one, Mike Joyce. Hope you have a snowblower, Kristian. I returned the one that I got. We don't want you having a grabber from shoveling so much snow. Thanks. Heart attack. Real nice. Kristian Unpronounceable. If any of you Yanks are interested, all of SCTV will be on Prime in March.
Oh, nice.
It's old school, yeah.
Well, some of us watched it when it was airing, so
right. Fast X2 floundering, right? I don't know because he wants to spend too much money on it.
Yeah, Vin still thinks he's the big shit, and he's not the big shit anymore. And he won't take less money. He won't do it for less money. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. Oh, Ed, I couldn't disagree with you more. Also, that'll be another conversation. RC, would you be mad if Lucasfilm said the sequel trilogy is no longer canon and they made a new sequel to replace them? I feel like they have no clear direction to go forward because the films were so poorly received. First of all, they'll never do that.
They'll never do that.
The amount of anger that would get, not only from fans who love the sequel trilogy, it would also anger and create such a discourse with people that they worked with. And what kind you want to make an enemy out of J.J. Abrams and Rian Johnson and all the people that worked on the movies and Daisy Ridley and all those people that worked on those movies. There's no winning there. It's like they just have to sit in what they created at that point and maneuver around it.
I just think people just have amnesia or don't know. But this same question would have been asked and was asked after the prequel trilogy came out by a lot of people. How do we get rid of the prequel trilogy? Do we have to adhere to the prequel trilogy? I hated the way they did Anakin. That's not the Anakin that becomes Darth Vader. Like, there's a lot of people who were saying after the prequel trilogy the same thing. So rinse and repeat. They're never going to walk away from the things they've made and created. They're not. They may adjust them, like you saw with Clone Wars, basically, in my opinion, saving the prequel trilogy. But like they're not going to do. They're going to try to do that with this here. There's no way they like just wipe it out. No way.
Go pal. I'll never get how they let that happen to Fast. I mean, the craziest thing that happened with Fast is that the last movie made didn't make $800 million and it lost.
It did, but it lost
a ton
under.
of money. Yeah, it lost a lot of money for it. Because it cost $350 million to make. That is a crime. As much of a crime as Indiana Jones costing that much to make, which is more of a crime because it made less money. But that was a crime.
It's hubris. It was all hubris.
Totally hubris. Sean McCabe, my love to you all for an amazing year of laughs, friendship, and camaraderie. Thank you, Sean. Christian, Roca, Roxy, Chris, Winston, Mike, Steph, you all made a difference. My lords and ladies, I'm your man of luck. You're the best, Sean. I always get happy when I see your comments.
Thank you.
Okay. Hotel Nerd, I'm shocked you have power, Christian. The girls get to experience thunderstorm. I heard there was a lot in the NYC area. I didn't get any of that. I didn't get any of that. I didn't see any of that. I don't know if I didn't get any, but we didn't get, and knock on wood, we didn't lose any power. My parents were checking up on me too to make sure that was the case, and I didn't. So, Hotel Nerd, rumor is Vince is making moves with Saudis to repurchase WWE for TKO. I don't know what's worse, high price tickets or the NDA King. So, when did that car crash happen?
I don't know. I saw that too. I thought that was months ago.
It probably was. None of the videos coming out.
Yeah. Apparently, it was the same day Hogan died. So, did he get the news and veer off the road? I don't know. I don't know.
Well, I couldn't have been when Hogan died. He was wearing shorts. It looked like it was like summertime.
No, didn't Hogan die? Well, I mean, it depends on where he was.
I thought Hogan died in. Maybe you're right. Maybe it was summertime. I thought Hogan died in. When did Hogan die?
Hold on, let's look it up. Hogan death, July 24th.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's possible. I don't know why I thought it was in the winter when he died, but
only 71. Jeez.
Yeah, he was. I mean, look, for a wrestler that took that much juice, that's the way past the expectancy.
That's a good point.
So there's always these rumors. I think that if he's going to do something at all, he'd be better off building his own thing with his, whatever he's going to do and try to create a rival thing as opposed to going back to the WWE. Yeah.
Sometimes I put my tinfoil hat on in this stuff, because Janelle Grant came out for the first time and did an interview, and then this video comes out to try to distract from it. I'm like, so yeah.
Right.
Anyway, but if he does it, I'll be really done. If he repurchases with Saudi Arabia, I'm out. I'll never watch it.
I haven't watched it at all.
That's true. I'm barely watching now. Yeah.
Someone said something really, plus the fact the stupid thing they did with ESPN really put me out. But then the other thing someone said that I thought was really well said, I can't remember where I saw it, but it was like, I remember, you think this is old school, this is golden era. You'll get this reference. Maybe a lot of people in the audience won't. But even when Rick Martel and Tito Santana broke up, right?
Yeah.
That was a mid-card thing.
Yes.
It was a mid-card thing, but there was storyline.
Yeah.
And you were building the mid-card, the mid things that happen on all the Raw, none of it has story. It's just matches. There's no story to it. There's no emotion to it. And everything seems like a gymnastics event. It's like, it doesn't seem like I texted you. I watched the entire event from when Hogan won the title from the Sheik. It was at Madison Square Garden.
Great event. Yeah.
But it was like they treat it. It's so hard to do this now because it's been revealed about the magic curtain has been pulled back. But they treated it like it was a real sport. Everybody knew that it was a real sport, and the outcomes weren't fixed and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And it felt like you were going to Madison Square Garden the same way you did when you went to a boxing match. Right?
Yeah.
And you can see that in the way that the announcement was and all that. I think that they can't go directly back to that, but maybe something in the middle, because now it just seems like people, I saw somebody flipping around and doing this. I'm like, I wasn't invested in any of it. I'm like, I don't, it's just like, this is really good stunt work.
Yeah. Creative is really we always bitch about creative. You were once part of creative at WWE, Winston, Kristian. So, it's always been a complaint about creative, but I think it's never been worse than now. And I think Endeavor buying it has made it worse. And that's a TKO Endeavor. And I think there's the problems all around. They're just not nailing it. Because I would argue they've got great stars. They've got great new up and coming stars. Some of the women have been amazing recently in NXT, but they're just not giving them storylines that really resonate in ways that they had before, up and down the card, as you were saying. You got to have it up and down the card, not just at the top. You got to have it up and down the card. I've been rewatching Rivals, that A&E series they had, and watching some of those battles with guys who were not necessarily at the top of the card, or the women who were at the top of the card.
Right.
So much fun. Where's that storytelling?
Well,
I agree.
So look at, and I'm using Golden Era here. And there's many examples of Attitude Era that you can use too, but I'm using Golden Era. Wendy Richter versus the Fabulous Moolah.
Oh my God, it was great.
There was so much drama. They weren't the main event. They weren't even close to the main event. But there was so much drama. And say Don Morocco versus Paul Orndorff. There was always there was stuff there that inside of they built up. Because what it does is it allows you, how does that feud play?
Yeah.
For those people, Ricky Steamboat versus Jake the Snake Roberts. There was these feuds that would build up, because by the time those people hit the main event, you remember them from their other feuds, and it carried on.
Yeah.
But now they just focus on the main feuds, and it's there's nothing to it.
I agree.
Yeah. Haskell. Sup, guys? I got around 20 feet, with drifts as high as 3 to 4 feet. Kristian, March 22nd and 23rd, the GOAT film. That's going to be on on digital. Yeah, I'll be watching that for sure. Rad 4K in theater for its 40th anniversary. I love that. Ancient book, interviews with the twins. Well, so the twins, it's funny. Yes, I've actually been in communication with the twins. Bill Allen, I don't know Bill. But do you first of all, John, do you know this movie? Rad.
I know of the movie, but I was not a BMX biker or biking guy, so I never watched it.
No need to be. It's just a great sports movie, and now it's a product of its time. And so Talia Shire is in it, obviously, because her husband directed the movie. Jason Schwartzman and his dad. He's clearly not in it, obviously, but anyway, in the movie itself, young Lori Loughlin is in the movie.
Wow.
But the twins. Who also were in Lethal Weapon and a couple other things. I've told this story many times over. They were in this movie. They were like the evil twins in the film. The antagonists. They weren't the main antagonists, but they were one of them. And I loved the movie. I watched it as a kid. And when I was working at Silver Pictures, one of my first, they're like, "Hey, can you get the writer? We have these writers that are coming in. They were writing House of Wax and a couple other things. Can you go get them?" I was like, "Yeah." I had to bring them over to my boss. So I walk in, and I'm like, "Holy shit! It's the fucking twins from Red." And it was Carrie and Chad Hayes, but they're like really successful screenwriters,
right?
They wrote The Conjuring.
Oh wow,
dude, they wrote so many different things now. So I remember when I've told the story a million times, but when I was walking with them over, and I go, I gotta say something, and I go, guys, you guys are on my favorite movie, one of my favorite movies ever, and Chad looks at me and goes, which one? And I go, Rad, and he goes, get the fuck. It's so good. So anyway, I actually Chad reached out to me about 2 weeks ago, and he said, "Hey, I saw one of your clips. Always looking like we were close." And he's like, "They have a new project that they're working on, so I'm going to have them on the show soon."
Nice.
Well, I'll talk about Rad for sure with them. Mild Manner comic. Hey, all. Finish shoveling snow by listening to Night of the Seven Kingdoms soundtrack. Made the experience more beautiful. Your IG post was hilarious. Thank you. Did you? So basically, what it did, there was one of my favorite Billy on the Street moments ever was when it was what I recommend people going to see is I think it was Oscars predictions. It's on YouTube, and it starts out with him on in front of Magnolia Bakery, but then he's like, I'm going to ask people what they think about the Oscars. So he's walking. He goes, "Sir, thoughts on the Oscars?" And I don't know, it was a German guy or French guy. This guy must have been like 70 years old, and he had this beret on. And he goes, "Thoughts on the Oscars?" And the guy looks at the camera and goes, "Fuck this." And, and Billy goes, "Okay, very nice." And he goes, and I have always used "fuck this." So this morning I did that when it came to the snow. But it's my favorite. Gen X Kid, Campy had a great versus on his show. Daredevil season 3 versus the Penguin season 1. Both came out swinging, but I'm sliding the crown on Penguin by a beat. I cannot speak on this because I've never seen Daredevil season 3. I know.
I would put Penguin season 1 over Daredevil season 3 for sure. I would definitely do that.
I don't remember. I love Penguin season 1, so I don't know, but I have to see it. Everyone tells me I got to see Daredevil season 3. I am 2 Fly Cam. Inspiration isn't stealing. George Lucas was inspired for Star Wars. I'm with him. I'm with I am 2 Fly Cam. I don't think it's. I don't think it's stealing that he stole from Dune.
Okay.
It's not. Most of the things that you what's one of your favorite movies of all time? Whether it's Godfather, everything.
Well, if you're trying to say to me that, like, you know, other artists that I like have stolen, and yes, they have. I have no problem saying that, but it's about what you do with the stealing that makes the difference, right? Lucas took elements. Yeah. You can say took or steal, whatever makes you feel better, but he took those and made it more palatable for a mainstream audience. And so
I'm with
yeah.
Okay. Josh Duckwall. Josh wanted to send in support. Thank you, Josh. Hope you guys are having a great week. My wife and I are stoked for Monarch, Legacy of Monsters this week. I gotta get into. When I watched a couple of those episodes, I liked it. It's a matter of just being able to invest in it, you know.
Yeah.
And so I think that's what has happened. In the same way that I think for when it comes to screenings for me, if I see things on the screenings, I go and see it. But if I wait too long, I don't wind up watching it. And now that I'm getting these screeners for TV shows again, maybe I'll start watching them more. You know?
Yeah.
Gerard, 8846. In your opinions, do you think Brand New Day will talk about the events of what happened in the Thunderbolts, even if Peter was sent into the void? It's a good question.
I thought they came out and said that nobody from the Spider-Man film will have been sent into the void. I thought they said that. But there's rumors that Florence Pugh is going to be in the movie, so they will have to talk about the events of what happened in Thunderbolts for sure. There's rumors. I'm not saying
rumors that she's in it, and yes, and I think that they will. Otherwise, why is she there? Andy Franksy. I have a feeling Jessie Buckley's going to get 2 straight Best Actress Oscar for The Hamnet and The Bride.
Maybe
a March is it March or February? The Bride's February.
March 6th.
Oh, March 6th. Yeah. Okay. I don't know. I got to see the movie first, but I mean, she's. I'm never gonna. It's not. You're never gonna see me count her out.
Yeah.
I
think she's great.
That was next level stuff. RQMD MSD sport for John. I got here late. I'm shoveling snow. Got 28 inches. Oh my god.
Woo!
Murphy drifts. Everybody have a good day. 28 inches. Where are you in Antarctica? Shit. GoPel. Coltrane Blue Train or Miles Kind of Blue. Give that to John.
I say Coltrane Blue Train, but Miles Kind of Blue is a good entry point into Miles Davis. But I would put the Sketches of Spain much more higher than that. Yeah.
See, that's all I know from Jess. Night Agent 3 season 3 dropped. I'm a couple episodes into season 1. All right. I gotta watch one of those, but I don't even know. I don't know it. I didn't even know it until John told me about it.
Hey, you gotta take the next one, man. I gotta use the restroom. We're on 2 hours. I'll be right back.
All right, peepees. All right. Forgot Mike's usually on Tuesday. Yes, he is. So Mike's on Tuesday. Yep. IMDb Blake. I like the idea of Vigo as Harvey Dent's father. I think John and Jeff mentioned it on Hot Mike. Boy, let me bring that back up to him when John's done doing peeps. Gen X. An apology should have followed after that outburst, not just placating by Cummings. That word was too specific compared to the other outbursts. 100th year of BH month as a Black woman has been tiring. I get it, Black History Month. When it comes to it happening during Black History Month, I mean, I'm not going to pretend that I can, feel exactly how you're feeling with that, but I just know that I was like, that was just not great. I think apology, right? And even I saw somebody talking in general and explaining what the condition is, and I think that that's fair to understand what the condition is, and that it's not necessarily an emotional reaction. It's just the mind can't control it and says it. But I agree with you. But that doesn't mean that you don't know afterwards that you've said it. That you can then say, "I'm sorry. This is the condition." And you don't want to maybe apologize for the condition itself. I understand that, but it's still clearly this was a thing. So I agree with you. Apology should have absolutely been made. Okay. Arch and Christian's background looks like he's about to drop an impressionist painting. Yeah, it's true. Yeah, John's back. Oh, where is he? There he is. Yeah.
Hello.
It's true. This. So this was when you were gone.
Oh,
I like Vigo as Harvey Dent's father. You guys mentioned it on Hot Mic. So is that
a
rumor you're hearing?
No. We just kicked around the idea of
Okay.
who could slide into that, and Vigo is one that we kind of both settled on that we like. So yeah,
Okay.
I think it'll be great.
Yeah, it's cool. Go Pal. Steven Seagal's garbage, but I heard the keto is a serious problem. Yeah, he's totally, but he's still, he's still going to be 70 years old, and he's not in the best shape. Tim Sim, also thoughts on this year's WrestleMania Vegas sales struggling. Mine is that along with prices being expensive, with how Vegas is too expensive to visit. I believe that many lost their trust with WWE after 2025. Yes, I agree. So many different things, John, between Vegas again, expensive town, tickets are way too expensive, and what we were just talking about.
Yep.
Who cares? Who are the big stars right now? And what are the storylines? Why do I care?
Yeah, it's true. And I think that's absolutely affecting things. And the fact that they had to discount it 25% to get people to buy tickets for the rest. I've never heard that happening with WrestleMania, no matter how bad the creative is. That tells you right there that they are way overpricing these tickets. They think that they've got these people on the hook, and they're fighting back. People fighting back by not buying the tickets. And I think that speaks so badly on everybody in charge of WWE right now. It should be embarrassing for them.
So Figs, Roke is 100% right about Glenn Powell needing to reconsider Marvel, DC, or Star Wars. He could be a Chris Evans Pratt type.
Totally.
Where you see him fitting. Probably in Marvel.
Yeah, I would imagine Marvel. Yeah.
Marvel's probably the best. Ryan's support for your back shoveling still better than LA. Look at that.
Is that a picture of you?
That's from my video this morning. That's hilarious. And yes, it is. And I thought about it this morning because Winston was going back. He's like, "See, you're the one that chose Lillard. Don't you wish you wouldn't have left?" And I was like, "No, I'm glad I left. I would take this." It's a dump in LA now. B Mile 75. Can I get a top 10 for 2025 from Roka, please? Or where to find it? Thanks. Top 10 is gonna be tough.
Okay.
Did you do a top 10?
No, I never do it. And I should. I know I never do it, but I should. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, you definitely should. So, what was your top?
I'm actually. I can tell you this. Something's been coming up in my mind a lot recently, and I've been thinking about maybe doing a top 10 show on my channel. And no disrespect to Matt Nost, of course, Matt and I had a great show, but like I don't want to feel like I can't do that just because Matt and I did a show years ago. And Matt and I don't talk or communicate, but I'm sure if I reached out to him and said like, "Hey, buddy, I'm going to do this out of respect. Are you okay with this?"
Considering I came up with the idea,
I want to do it. Yeah, but there you go.
I'll give you okay.
Well, it's not like top. Yeah, there you go. You stole it from Frank Herbert.
Right.
Top 10 too.
But I put you two turds together.
You did. I always give you credit for that. That you put us together.
So you can do it. You're allowed to do it on your own.
Okay, thank you.
Paul Scott. Christian saw something last night that said 2027 is rumored to be a big year for UFO stuff, including a huge story that will be fake. Thoughts? That's every year. They said 2026 was supposed to be big. Last year, all hell was supposed to break loose. That didn't happen. But there was that rumor a couple of weeks ago, not from Laura Trump, from somebody else that said that Trump had a speech prepared, and then she was asked about it afterwards. But there was something to the anniversary of Roswell. Now, whether or not that happens or not, we'll see. But I think more and more things are happening now. And I do think that Disclosure Day and other things like that press junket is going to be very interesting.
I just hope the movie's good.
The movie's good. Me too. Andy's frankly totally random, but I recently learned from the GOAT Jet Li that Kung Fu isn't a form of martial arts by means to spend many years doing one thing. I didn't know that. Did you know that?
No, I did not. I'm not a martial arts person, so I wouldn't have. Yeah.
Gen X kid. A couple more here. Michael B. Jordan and Delroy Lindo, much respect today and always. And anyways, congrats to Kugler and Wumi Masaku on their wins. Truly deserving. This Oscar is going to be very interesting.
Yeah, it's all over the place.
Hey, Mr. CJ. Saw an opportunity to move my car through the snow while the bulldozer was outside to plow. Beats the hard labor. Got to catch the replay. Be safe. That's smart. Very smart to do it that way.
Smart. I agree.
Shay Markel, I'm hyped for season 2 of 3 Body Problem. Seen it? I watched the first 3 or 4 episodes. Same type of thing. I realized this is fine. If there's very few shows that I can't. I gotta watch. Game of Thrones, the Knights of the Seven Kings is one of those shows, right? The show's I gotta watch. That 3 Body Problem, unfortunately, wasn't that way for me.
Yeah. I agree. I couldn't do it. It's not for me.
It's a Night of the Nine Kingdoms.
Yeah.
Cell X23. The only fast movie should be more Tokyo Drift. Maybe Han had a kid or bring back its initial D-Rus. No more superhero Fast and Furious. And they got so far out of what the thing was now at this point. It was fun at first.
Right.
But
That's what happened to Die Hard. As soon as you start having him run on top of jets, you're losing me. It's the end.
Yeah.
It's
Michael D, would you look at that picture? Hilarious. It's really good. Would you ever consider doing reactions to the it's Ip Man, right? Series? Maybe that's one to watch together. I've actually never seen them before. So maybe actually, you know what? I'm gonna do a screenshot of that because
I think there's four of them. Yeah.
Yeah, a couple. I know there's been channels that have done those before, but like I never think that because they've done well on other channels, you're gonna do well on mine because Kill Bill Volume 1 and 2 was clearly a reaction there. Okay, so this is from the Richards Art. Love Pump Up the Volume, probably more than you. I don't know. Any other faves? Not Heather's Interview with Vampire, Cuffs, Cleaning the Coop. Any from Christian Slater? Probably Mobsters. I like Mobsters.
Mobsters is an interesting film. Like it's super cheesy, but there are some great fucking moments in Mobsters.
Great 90s. It's a great 90s gangster movie.
Yes, it is.
I love that.
Anthony Quinn is amazing in that movie. Just chewing up scenery, dude.
Love that movie. Gerard, a movie involving like to see remade, even though I love the original Summer School. That would be a good one to remake.
Oh, I love Summer School. Man.
I would. You know why I'd like to see that one remade is because that was again such an '80s movie of the type of kids that were in that class. Like, how would that work with today's generation with a character like that with a different, whoever the teacher might be? It's a very different.
Do they have Summer School in nowadays? I don't even know.
Of course, they have Summer School. Yeah.
Do they?
Yeah.
I don't have a kid. I don't know.
Yeah. Haskell, I'm pumped for the Yellowstone spinoff with the Madison with Kurt Russell and Michelle Pfeiffer.
Yes.
Comes out March 12th. I don't know how it ties into Yellowstone, but with Kurt and Michelle, I'm in. Yeah, I'm same. I like those. I like the Yellow. I haven't even watched. I think I've watched 4 episodes of Yellowstone itself, but I've watched every spinoff show, like 1923 and the 1883. Like my wife and I love those 2 shows. Yeah. So we'll probably watch that one before we ever watch Yellowstone. Yeah. Gerard 8846. Sorry for the typo. All good. Last one for now.
Okay.
Tim Sim. Last thing. It's becoming clear that the internet wrestling fans that Triple H dislikes are winning the argument over him and his creative team. Stay safe and warm with much snowfall. Yeah, because he's not. I don't think he went from being like so beloved from the fans to like they're turning against him, right?
Yeah, if you can't, same thing with HBK. People are turning a little bit against some of the storylines in NXT as well. So, but you have to understand, like, who is really in charge here? Is it Endeavor? And Triple H at times has to do the things that Endeavor tells him to do? Because there's rumors that Dana White doesn't even book these matches anymore at UFC because Paramount's in control and blah, blah, blah. So I don't know. So the question becomes, is it really Triple H that's the issue? Is it HBK that's the issue? Or is it a combo of all of the people at Endeavor and the board and all this kind of stuff? That's what we got to figure out,
Totally. We do have one more.
Okay.
So 82, pretty damn good.
Hey,
is an upset for best actor possible. Last Big Bang OT4. Definitely. I mean, upset would be outside of I think Timothée Chalamet or Leo, right? Like Leo, Timothy's got to be he's the favorite right now.
Right.
And Leo's probably number 2. And who's I'm not sure who 3 is. Maybe Jacob.
I mean, maybe Michael B, or maybe Wagner Moura because Wagner Moura won. Yeah, Wagner Moura won in other places. So the biggest upset would be Ethan Hawke. That's the biggest upset.
That would be the biggest one. Yeah. So that would be interesting to see who's gonna. I don't know. I think I agree with. I think if Michael B. Jordan won, if anybody won outside of those 2 guys, I think it'll be an upset for sure.
Yeah.
The biggest upset, I think, to me would be if Jessie Buckley doesn't win Best Actress.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Right?
Yeah, massive.
Oh shoot!
Sorry.
Here's your boy.
Okay,
give me the Dutton Ranch spinoff, Rip and Beth with Annette Bening, and of course Ed Harris.
Hey, I rarely agree with this idiot, but I do agree that Ed Harris and Annette Bening would be a good combo. I think they'd be a good combo.
I need a supercut of all this stuff that you and him go through. Casey Grant just saw Marty Supreme. Is it just me, or was it written like a comedy? Everyone was either an a-hole or did something completely idiotic at some point. It was definitely a kind of a darker comedy, is it? For sure.
Oh, totally. Yeah. It was a dark comedy, but also was making these subtle commentaries about like family relationships, about the desire to achieve things in life and what have you. But yes, very much a dark comedy. I agree.
Would you have top 3? Would you put that in your top 3?
It's still my top 3. Yes.
Yeah,
it is. I love that movie. I don't care what anybody says.
I love it too. I like it too. Paul Hitchcock, Seagal versus Van Damme. Nah, Seagal versus a Van Dor. Yeah. See Last Tango in Paradise. Fell back when he asked someone to fetch the butter. Hilarious.
Oh, hello. Yikes.
Big Bang, OT4, Hunt for Ben Solo, good idea. Want more Luke? Nah. I'm in the
You're against it? Oh, okay.
very much so. I think I've said this before. I'm very much for Soderbergh doing a Star Wars movie, and very much against the fact that they made him work for free for 2 and 3 years.
Jesus.
And I would have been very interested to see what that movie would have been because of him.
Yeah.
But the character's dead. They dropped the ball with how they handled it in general.
Right.
Darth Maul came back. Yeah, they cut him in half and they put him back in the animated series, and then let it go. And plus, then they have to redesign everything else around this with their new trilogy and everything else they're doing if they did it. So I wouldn't like it, but I'm clearly a minority. You think it's a good idea?
I know. I think it would be fun to have seen it. You can do it as I don't know how you try to make it happen, but now you're veering into Filoni territory, right? With all the mysticism and bringing him back to life. And how much do the mainstream Star Wars fans, the casual fans, really get into the mysticism of Star Wars or the witchiness or the bringing people back from the dead? Like, that's where you get into a little bit of danger. The bubble Star Wars people will be like into it, but the casuals, I don't know if the casuals would be into it.
Agree. 2 left. Bobby, if Stephanie McMahon asked you to come back to WWE as head creative writer for WWE with a healthy salary, would you do it? No.
Fuck no.
No, I wouldn't do it. First of all, the travel, I never see my family.
Oh, you would never see your family.
I mean, I can tell you that I was 24 years old when I had that job. I didn't have anybody. It was and my dog that my mom was watching, and even that was like, I want to go back and see my dog. So like, I wouldn't do it. Plus, I don't know the product the way that I did when I was that age.
Yeah.
I don't know it as well. I'm more of a casual. I knew it so well back then that I wish I had what I know now that I could give it to that kid. And I think that I would have succeeded more in that job when I was there. But yeah, no, I wouldn't take that job. 100%. I don't care what the salary was. Gen X kid, forgot to tell you guys, I have a new puppy, a golden doodle.
Hey!
Harlem, great name. Got him at 8 weeks, 3 months old. Kristian, any helpful tips on potty training? Oh man. I mean, it just depends, like I don't know the kind of setup that you have for your place, but like I would take, I lucky enough to my old place, we were right by the door where I had a gate that I put him on his pads, let him sleep. And then I would make sure that after a while I bring him outside. If I see him peeing, I pick him up, put him outside. So repetition. So they keep getting used to it, but you got to deal with a lot of peeps on the floor for a little bit. Big Bang OT4. It's a great name, by the way. Should Game of Thrones make a sequel season to fix season 8? I mean, I don't know if they're going to fix season 8 in general, but I want to see. I like the idea of that Jon Snow thing about him a little older. Like, take a little bit more time and see like where is he and what's he doing and how's Bran running the kingdom. I'd love to see that. But
remember, the issue was they veered off of there's no more mysterious source material to base it on. So you'd have to kind of figure out who are you going to bring in? Who are the writers? Are they going to get it right? You take a big chance with this stuff, and you're dealing with the rights issues with George R.R. Martin. So it's a lot to take on. Sure, if they could get it right and they got the right person, great. But they could just do a whole season and it sucks. It'd be even worse,
Well, we would need George R.R. Martin to say, okay, you know what? I'll come back for a boatload of money and I'll write the story of where you guys left off. And this is where I think it could go.
Maybe. Yeah.
Gerard, watch Train Dreams over the weekend. I get what the movie was speaking about, but damn, it was depressing. Very depressing.
I love it.
It's a good movie, but very depressing.
Yeah.
Bobby, do you think we'll get another Planet of the Apes movies? And do you think we should? I think we will get another one because I think that's another franchise that Disney has that they can. And the last one did decent for what it was.
The West Ball.
I like that last movie.
I think they're working on it, Kristian, too. And he did an excellent job on that film. It was so good.
So good. I like Wes a lot. Leslie, 266, my heart broke to Sam's red wedding reaction. Yeah, it was. You'll be happy with her purple wedding reaction, too. Andy's a Franksy. Egg telling us there's actually 9 kingdoms in Duncan's reaction.
I agree.
Yeah. Carlton Rudder, Cinephiles tribute to Robert Duvall was excellent.
Thank you, Carlton. We did a live show on Friday, just breaking down his career and talking about our favorite movies and performances from him. So yeah, it was a lot of fun. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Carlton.
John, we did it. 94, my friend. That's a great
94.
94. That's a great
PLD's having a conniption now about how much he's got to donate tomorrow.
Jeez. Maybe so. But what's going on the channel?
Let's go, man. YouTube.com/John Roca says, come hang out with all the stuff we do on my channel, right? We got the hot mic. You guys love the hot mic. We got Geek Buddies going twice a week now. We've got to Spill the Tequila tomorrow night with me and Winston A. Marshall, plus my reactions, reviews. And when I go live on The Truth, you never know. Maybe tonight. If I get a bug up my ass, I might go live tonight. Plus, a new episode of The Jedi Way just dropped over the weekend with me and Kevin Smets and Frank Janish. Frankie Numbers talking about the Filoni stuff with Gilroy and all the Star Wars news that was happening over the past couple of weeks. So come and hang out with us there. Thank you guys so much. Much love. Have a great Monday.
Thank you to John for joining us on this Monday. As always, John joins us. Go check out John on his channel. And as I said, everybody's trying to get to 200 in the Discord. You have to just join. All you got to do is join. Head on over to the Discord and join today. A couple more questions. I'll answer them by myself because John's not here. So we got 97, which says, what about a Young Guns remake? Well, I think they're going to make another Young Guns with Lou Diamond Phillips and Emilio Estevez. They talked about it. Emilio says he's got another script. They're working on another one. So I don't know if they're going to do a remake. I think they're doing another sequel. Bobby. I watched the Jason Statham movie Shelter over the weekend. I enjoyed it. The usual formula, but the young actress in the movie is great. Yeah, he's his own genre right now. That's it. Gen X Kid. Thank you, Kristian. I love his name too. It's a great name. It's a great name. Guys, thank you so much. Again, what a fun show this was today, and I appreciate you guys being here for the support. Where I'm, locked into the house because of the snow and everything too. It's still coming down. So. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. 97 on today's show. I will not be here tomorrow. There's a slight possibility, depending on what this looks like, that I could jump in on the second half. But I have another call for the pilot tomorrow. So wish me luck on that. So hopefully I can sort of give you guys some news. And that's it. Thank you to everybody who was in here today. Thank you to everybody who was having some conversations here today. Really appreciate it. And Apple Podcasts, Spotify, anywhere podcasts are found. Appreciate you. And we'll see you on the flip side. All right, everybody. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.